That limo ride over was pretty great.
It was crazy. I listened to that new song Umbrella by Rihanna.
Whoa.
It was so good.
Rihanna's so cool.
I hope they play it
tonight. Got some good pictures.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think I closed my eyes and fun.
Wow. That limo ride over was pretty great.
Crazy.
Oh, no.
That new song Umbrella by Rihanna.
Oh, no.
It was so good.
So cool.
I hope they play it
limo
tonight.
ride.
Got some good pictures.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Make it stop.
It's gonna be like that all night.
Okay, I fixed it.
I
I have a
hate
bunch
it.
of tabs open and I couldn't find where it was playing.
Oh no.
Oh, we're good.
I'm just trying to pull up
Let's
the
tweet
chat.
the link.
Yes.
Yeah, post that link. Just like real prom. Make sure you post the link.
Hold on. I can in a second. I just need to. Why is it
I
not?
can't find it.
It says we're streaming, but I can't find it.
Yeah, same. I always have this problem.
I'm also in my pajamas.
Wow.
I don't have any shoes on.
Wait, that's so weird. It says we're live, but I can't find it.
Same. But that usually happens to me.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yay.
Got it.
I got it. Do you have it? I have the link if you need it.
I have it. Thank you so much.
Prom is getting off to a crazy start.
Wow. Hi.
All the
friends.
chaperones are gone.
Okay.
Welcome to Shipwrecked Prom, everyone. We are going to have some fun. Friends drop by tonight, tell prom stories, and listen to some of the greatest hits that randomly the 50s, 60s, 80s, 90s have to offer. Sean
I'm
and I
about to drop our playlist link in here. Here we go. There's our playlist for the evening.
we're going to be playing it in
Pull that
order.
up, and we'll start it together.
But no worries if you fall behind or fall ahead or made Sean take Green Day off of it. Which I'm really sorry about. I love Green Day, but like we had to cut this down.
I took a couple off today. Did you notice?
No.
Great.
Everybody, what are we wearing? Sarah's wearing a
This is a vintage 2018 buffer
that is vintage.
ensemble.
I think mine is really vintage. I got it one time when we were going to Brian Rosenthal's birthday party in Highland Park, and there was a thrift store next door, and they were doing a $5 sale. So I got this little number. It's delightful.
I'm gonna tweet out the link.
2019 buffer.
2019 buffer, yeah.
Mhm.
Very fun. And what's Mary Kate do? She's suspense. It's killing me.
What is she wearing?
Hi guys,
Hi.
I'm just making a
Oh, she looks like a mermaid. Two mermaids.
You guys are beautiful as well.
Yeah.
This is so
This was a dress that I was maybe gonna wear to one of the weddings that I was definitely gonna go to this year.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, you guys can see my shorts. Oh no, that's bad.
Sorry guys, everything's great. Did we post the link?
Okay.
Is
Yes,
there
I
green?
tweeted out the
So many
link and
links.
posted it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Hopefully
Cheers.
we'll find it. Cheers, you guys.
Yay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you? What are you drinking?
This is the Zazzled moon juice, otherwise known as a bee sting. Is that what you're drinking too?
Sure is.
Yep.
It's really good.
A bee sting.
It smells like a perfume.
Cheers, everyone. How many of you guys are having a shipwrecked created cocktail?
Ooh. I normally make it with not gin, but
Oh, that's
I made it with
Juniper.
gin, which is a very 1920s alcohol.
Oh, we have
Ooh.
our first
Our
guest.
first guest.
First guest is here.
And then we'll start the playlist.
And then we're going to
Yeah.
start the playlist.
Yay.
Hey!
Whoa! Hey guys, welcome to prom.
Oh, we have
Prom night.
Yeah, welcome to prom.
I just saw Sean stand up and walk away, and I thought he did exactly what I did. We're wearing shorts. With
That's great.
it's super smart.
At least we're wearing shorts.
This
Yeah,
is true. This is true. I we were a little late because I just baked a fresh from scratch olive oil lemon cake, and this is a slice of it.
Ooh, I'm jelly.
Just like real prom.
Time doing this, so
My
give
first
him
time. Yes, I've
compliments.
never
He was
done this
nervous
before,
about it.
but it is delicious, and Mary Kate can't have any of it.
I was about to say, I bet that's not gluten-free,
No, it is full of gluten.
but it will make it more tasty.
This is true.
I love your lighting.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
There's settings. I can also make it look like the police are here,
Oh dear.
and not.
That's for later. That's
Yeah,
for the
we're not
end of
quite there
prom.
yet.
That's at the
That's
end.
for the after party.
Well, do we want to start the playlist?
Yeah, I tried to. open
Oh,
the
I'm
computer.
sorry.
How are we doing? We're starting it from the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't shuffle. Don't put on any crossfades.
You
This is
dare.
the playlist.
I have to. Oh, I don't have my Spotify.
Oh, Mary Kate, I didn't see your hair swirl. Yeah, very cute. Very classy.
Thanks. I never know what to do with my bangs, and that's usually what happens these days.
Now, is that the dress you were going to wear to our wedding?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Looks good.
We approve. We approve. We like it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's really pretty though. That's a
Hey,
good dress to just.
My mom got it for me. I don't think she did.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah, good job, Mom. Yeah. I'll have to save it.
Hi, Sadira. Hi, Mom.
Hi,
Hi,
Sadira.
Sadira. Hi, Mom. Congrats, 2020 grads.
Yes, is anyone down there in the chat actually missing a legit prom because of all this that they would have been going to? We'll see in 5 to 6 minutes when it catches up.
Exactly.
There it is. All right, so I've got the playlist up. Do we want to get it started?
Yeah, the first 45 minutes of the playlist will be the 1950s.
Okay.
So everybody get your playlists ready.
Ready.
We'll all start at the same time.
And on the count of, so after 3, we'll say go. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, go. On go, we'll start playlist.
Oh man, we do have a lot of people who are missing their prom.
That's
Oh man,
no bueno. I'm very sorry.
yeah.
Hopefully tonight will be fun for
I don't remember my prom, and not in like the fun way. It just was like, quick about it, so don't worry
I
about it.
spent almost all of our prom standing in line to get a caricature drawn of me.
Yeah.
They had like a caricature artist, and that was mostly what I did.
By the time I went to prom, I had been to about 13 bar mitzvahs, so I had about 13.
That night?
Sure.
Yeah, it was a busy night for Sinead.
Yeah. No, over the course of my years 13 and 14, I had so many caricatures that if we'd had a caricaturist, I probably wouldn't.
You guys, Maria's prom was supposed to be today.
Oh,
Wow.
Maria. How do you solve a problem like that, Maria?
By coming to our prom.
Okay, guys, let's get this playlist started. All right, open that playlist up, and on
You like
1,
okay.
2, 3,
Play.
play.
Perfect.
Made this playlist.
50s prom.
Yes.
I dream of it.
Encampment Under the Sea.
Dream of the Back to the Future
we're
prom.
Not too loud. Are we getting like weird feedback?
Probably. We're not playing it just to help.
Okay. Yeah, everybody tell us about your prom nights. Joe and Ella.
We actually went to prom in high school together.
That's-
Are we going to be the only ones that show up with that fact that is true about them?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Probably,
sure.
yeah.
You sent us some fun pictures. Can we share them?
Sure.
Sure.
I put them on Instagram too.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or I put it on my story. So if anyone wants to see at WJ Strobe Light, you can look at my stories. All the hot goss from Shipwrecked.
Yeah, he knows all the inside scoop.
My
And
mom
I
is
shared
watching. My mom.
baby photo of the
This
two
is
of us
weird because
many
at the
years
first
ago.
prom, our moms weren't watching this. And now they are.
I wonder if my
The
mom's
first prom.
The very first prom. So some fun facts about prom. Prom was invented in 1986 by Josephine Prom.
This doesn't sound right.
Josephine Prom.
Prominenski. She was Polish. She was Polish, yeah. Polish immigrant.
I mean, thank God for her. Or else we wouldn't have this fun day.
Jessica, I'm pretty sure that's how clutches were invented in the first place. People's bags kept breaking, and they were like, "I'm just gonna hold this. I'm just gonna clutch it."
Joe, you and Alex can see the chat, right?
I just brought it over. Yeah. Did I miss something important?
No, I just wanted to make sure you guys could see what was going on.
I gotta
Were
say,
people saying anything?
I like that I'm not wearing shoes.
Yeah,
No,
same.
the best.
I had shoes on because I had little like leg warmers because I'm 80s prom tonight, but I took them off because it's distracting.
Yeah.
But
Your sleeves.
when I did go to prom, I had to make sure I wore like very low heels because I needed to dance.
Right.
Mm.
And
I'm
then you,
surprised you didn't wear Converse.
Yeah.
You wore Converse, right?
No, I re-wore my prom dress
Oh,
for like our
We had an
commencement.
artsy commencement party for
We
our
did that.
performing
It was
arts
the Marley
school.
Awards.
Oh, the award ceremony, yeah.
Our theater department did like an award show, and I re-wore my prom dress, but I wore it with
But
Converse the second
Very
time.
hip. Very, very.
So that's what he's thinking.
Yeah. But I do remember that dress getting used twice. Do you still have that dress?
Probably. I mean,
I
it's very
actually-
expensive, but very.
I have my prom dress in my closet.
me too.
'Cause I wanted to like bring it out because I thought I might wear it again someday. It is so small. It's so tiny. I cannot zip it. It like won't go around my body.
I wanted to
No.
cut mine at one point and make it like a cute shorter dress, but I never got around to it.
You should. That's a cute idea.
How many
You were a
cousins
similar
have you?
color, Mary Kate, that you wore in your prom. Is she wearing a gold in your prom? I like that. I thought that was a good. I saw your photo you posted. I really liked the dress. I was impressed because a lot of.
Thank you so much. I didn't go to any, that was my senior prom, and that was the only prom I went to. I didn't go other years because I didn't get asked, I guess. And my mom was kind enough to like kind of splurge on that dress because it was like my only one that I was going to, and I fell in love with it. And yeah, I think I did pretty good. It's
Oh,
like,
I think it's really cute.
I'd still wear that dress. Yeah, thank you.
Are you still with the same person that you went to prom with back then?
So,
It's awkward.
no, but we are still Instagram friends. I mean,
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. At least you have that.
he's
You guys have a favorite like movie that has prom in it?
Future.
Back to the Future is
Yeah. That is a prom, right? It's not like a
Enchantment Under the Sea dance. I think there were just more dances back then because you had like this Sadie Hawkins.
Our current song is
Homecoming.
from the Back to the Future prom.
The what? Sorry.
gonna be good.
What are other prom?
I'm trying to think because I feel like it's such a staple, and yet
You think
I
it's a
can't-
cliche, and you're like, oh, there's
feel like
only one
every
movie that's
other
ever had a
week-
prom.
Every other week on Goldberg's, we're having a dance.
That's true.
So I'm like,
That
what
is
are the
true.
movies? And I can't think of them suddenly.
There's nothing else to do in the 80s.
Yeah.
I
If
was
you
looking
guys
at
don't,
all of our prom pictures, and of all 6 of us, I think Alex, you still look the same. Good because you play a high schooler.
You look a little different.
You
but
look the same too, Sinead. You posted that
Yeah.
photo, and it's like your hair color is different, but it's pretty much the same.
Oh,
I changed my hair part, thankfully.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
hair
That's a
part
big change.
migrated.
I know. I thought my hair looked so cool at the time, and now looking back, I'm like, ooh. I don't know
Oh,
what I-
Mean Girls is a good one.
Mean Girls is that's the
I've never
spring
been kissed.
fling.
Carrie, obviously.
Carrie has a great prom, very fun.
Never been kissed. That should have been my
we did a reading, one of my Patreon readings. We did Much Ado About Mean Girls, which is like Mean Girls Shakespeare.
Yeah, was it
Much
good?
Ado. It's great, and they refer to the spring fling as Fling of Spring the whole time.
That's so fun. That's cool.
Fling of
There's
Spring.
no prom in Australia.
Yeah. What's that
I
about?
want to know more about that. Great.
Alex Lady is here.
Alex.
Is she not just over there?
She's in DC.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
By
She flew.
plane. Apparently, it was like completely empty.
Oh, that's
Risky.
lucky. My
Yeah.
friend traveled recently on a plane and she said it was fully packed and she was in a middle seat and it wasn't fun.
Oh.
Ah,
Be careful out
She
there.
said the rules were every other seat could not have a middle seat booked, but luckily,
Oh, so she's on a better airline than my friend. My friend flew American. Anyway, now we're talking about real fun stuff. Okay.
Yes, yes,
prom.
Tegan. Tegan, we have been together since high school.
Hank, yeah.
All right,
Grace.
girl.
He loves to talk about that.
She asked about it.
He loves-
Tegan asked.
He thinks we get extra points, like
We do
there's
get
someone's
extra
keeping
points.
track or something. and
This
it's
is a
not.
How it
competition.
works.
Prom is a competition.
Okay.
Did you guys have prom themes that were not under the sea?
Ours was Mardi Gras.
You have a Paris one?
I
Or
know
ours
you
probably
was
really
Mardi
boring
Gras.
style,
We
isn't
had senior prom.
I don't
No.
remember
Year
the
and senior.
theme.
it? Is that memorable, clearly.
If you guys watching don't know, Alex is very cool and famous and is on the Goldbergs, which you should watch. It's great.
And
Thank you
as
for
I
that
just
plug.
learned yesterday, see the Goldbergs has this mobile game, and you
I
can
thought it was so cool.
you can unlock her as a character.
It's
And
so
we had no idea. No one was ever told that she was she is this rare character. It's hard to see, but like
Awesome.
So funny.
pretty cool. I've been playing this game. I have no idea what's going on. I assume that it's kind of like a Farmville type game where I'm just pressing buttons and I have to earn this currency to pay for this currency to keep the little people hopping so that I can
sounds
unlock the
Animal
next
Crossing,
levels.
Crossing.
It does.
There's no game to it really. At the end of each level, which takes like a day to get through, you play a little arcade game for a hot second, and then it's just back to like farming these little groups of people.
He's gonna talk about this for a long time unless someone.
I think I'm doing really
this is
good
all
at
we
it.
do now.
I think I'm doing very, very good. What the game is called, I think if you go in the App Store, it's called Goldberg's Back to the 80s or something. So it's all very like retro themed, and it's all the characters from the show are in. I don't know. This has been my life for the past 24 hours trying to figure out this game. It's a lot of touching randomly, button mashing.
Okay, I've got a Winter Wonderland and Evening in Paris.
Ooh.
Paris is a classic.
We have a guest awaiting.
The guest is here.
Guest is here.
Who's that guest?
Who's that guest?
Who is that guest?
That's that
Who's
guest.
that guest?
Dylan.
Hey!
You guys look so good, you match.
Oh no.
Open
Can I hear anything?
Oh,
your audio.
You've
I
got
can hear Dylan.
like the amount of people.
I can't hear anything, but can you hear us?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can hear you.
I just hope that I'm on the beat.
Your friend danced all night with the school nun.
Computer's like, why have you moved me?
Michael didn't have a nun.
Ah!
Are you there?
Hey,
Yeah.
we do it?
yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Hi.
And,
you look so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Happy prom.
You don't condone drinking at a real prom.
no, but we're adults and
Unless you're a champagne.
yeah, we like to have a beverage.
You got to get through
We
the night.
really didn't. We weren't high school party types. We didn't.
No.
We didn't do that for real. I feel like we should have been, but we definitely were not.
Sarah was a bad girl.
Dylan, your class was. You guys were partiers.
Oh yeah, because Dylan.
I guess I wasn't part of that.
This guy was?
No, he wasn't. I don't think, but his class was.
Yeah,
I remember like pretend
secret.
getting drunk one time. Like I've had 2 beers. Woo!
I love it.
That's all.
And Dylan went to our high school too. I should point that out. Alex, Dylan, and myself all went.
Yeah.
And Dante, but we didn't know each other at.
Hey.
That's so crazy.
Oh,
Very
crazy.
small world.
Are you okay?
Hi, you guys.
Remember who
You
else
get
was
lost.
but we've got a lot of fun people coming.
We have 151 people watching.
Yeah, I think that's about how many people were at my prom.
Alice in Wonderland is a really good prom theme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
What did Alex say? Alex said his was like Egyptian themed, but really specific.
Yeah.
Ooh, ancient Greece.
That's fun.
That's fun. Toga prom.
Yeah.
Fortnite prom.
How are you guys
Yeah.
doing?
Okay, I knew that.
I was
Julie,
head of every committee.
Julie was the head of her prom committee.
What?
Whoa.
Head of every committee because no one could do anything, and so I was like, I got this.
I
Well,
apologized via text maybe 20 minutes ago, just saying, I'm sorry I didn't get you a corsage.
Aw, it's okay.
And then the husband that I met at 26 invited me to prom, so like, I win. It's cool.
This is Julie, by the way.
Oh, hi.
My wife.
I feel like I know you guys because I've seen your faces, and then I realized it doesn't work both ways. So you don't. Have to.
Beautiful. I love that.
No.
It's so nice to meet you, finally.
You guys too. Hello.
Hey.
What was the theme of the prom that you planned?
It wasn't so much a theme, so much as it was black and silver balloons in a Worcester hotel.
Classy.
I'm from Massachusetts.
Very classy.
Fucking Worcester. Oh,
Julie, where are you from?
Wait, you're from Massachusetts. So are the
Oh,
facades.
Yeah.
wait, everyone's from Massachusetts? Did I miss something?
John and I are.
It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Ashland?
yeah, heard of it.
It's
Yeah, we
pretty-
talked about this with Dylan.
Where?
Yeah.
All right.
They're from Marblehead.
Oh, Marblehead. I went to college with someone from Marblehead, but
Sweet. Oh, what a
Yeah.
small world.
Marblehead.
Do you know where Framingham is?
Yeah.
Ashland is the tumor on Framingham.
that's how I.
It's the
Well, a lot of
benign-
towns
I
in
don't-
Now,
Massachusetts
but
that.
growing up, we did not. So no one knew where it was.
We got another guest.
We do? Yay! I was just wondering. I was like, it's
So,
Time for a guest. Time for a special
a
guest.
new guest.
Who's it gonna be?
Guys,
Oh.
Halloween prom would be so fun. What could a night to remember be?
That little.
What theme is that?
Tegan, I didn't have my prom in a hotel.
Happy prom.
Look at you guys!
Hi.
So good.
Oh, you're just where you are.
Oh, she's
You
got
can take it out.
It's in there.
Hi guys, you look
Hi. Thanks for joining. You look so cute.
proud to have you, Dixie.
Yay! Yay! Is it good? I haven't tried it.
Oh my gosh! And then my husband did the lighting. He like tried to light the house so cute.
It looks great.
It looks really good.
It's so
That
good.
is really good.
Hi
How's it going?
everyone. Okay. And I'm like, we have the playlist going too, so it's.
Oh, good.
I
Nice.
love it. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I wanted to dress my dog up as my date, but then he's nervous.
Sure.
Sharing.
Joanna, I don't know if you can see the chat, but they're all saying hi to you. They're
Yeah, they also heard you.
How do I see the chat? I just hit chat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if you go to like the live stream on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Sean, did you
Oh, I
see
see.
someone said a
Awesome.
memento themed prom would be a night to remember?
What?
Lauren said a night to remember would be a memento themed prom.
That's
or a walk to remember themed prom.
Yeah.
Very sad. Very
Oh,
sad prom.
sad.
Did everyone go to a prom?
I don't think so.
Joanna, what's going on with you?
Not much. I'm doing like some really fun painting by numbers.
So
Whoa!
I'm like really proud of.
Wait, you painted that?
It's painting by numbers. So
That's amazing.
thank you. It's been really fun. So that's been like to highlight that and just board games with Eric, who's playing video games right now, but he says hi. He's very shy on camera.
Hi.
That's impressive. That's really
So
good.
Joanna, Dylan is our wonderful composer in New York. You guys haven't met. Joanna is, of course, one of our wonderful friends who's such a great actress.
Okay. Nice to meet you all. Nice to see everybody.
Joanna, you're like in a show right now, right?
Yeah, we're finishing it up. It's like a Zoom show called the Quarantine Series that we started 2 months ago just to like stay busy during this whole thing. Which has been, yeah, it's been my first time on Zoom, so I feel like I should know how to do this a little bit better than I'm doing right now. But
You're doing fine. I don't understand Zoom at all.
how are you guys doing? What have you guys been up to?
You know, just prom.
Day we decorated.
I know, it looks so good.
Every day, all day, preparing for prom.
Yeah.
Sounds like junior year.
We're on Zoom all the time. Just chatting with each other.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We had Zoom this morning. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's true.
Secret Zoom we can't talk about, but it was good. The good Zoom.
I think I'm gonna give up on these earrings. I saw this cool article that was like your favorite character's costume is reworn in other series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw the wedding dress from
Yeah.
Friends. Yeah, I was like,
I
We
know.
still got it.
Don't
It's in
you-
our storage unit.
Don't you love that it made it seem like we like I don't know.
We were reusing it, like we
Yeah.
just had it lying around.
Yeah, like
I love that. Yeah.
Shouldn't
We're
it
like,
be
we hope nobody
Smithsonian
wins.
or something? Couldn't we auction that off and fund a whole series?
probably.
Oh, yeah.
Pay big bucks.
Running around that house.
I think it's dirty.
It still smells like Jennifer Aniston, right? Isn't that what you said when you put it on?
And bees.
Well, now it smells like bees.
Yeah.
Smells like honey.
Ease.
Yes, Jane, we put this song on especially because it reminds us of Clue.
I love that scene in Clue.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like
which
Weekend
one?
at Bernie's, they're trying to prop him up and make him alive. Yeah.
Big Clue fans over
Love
here.
it. Clue theme prom.
Yeah.
Sinead, there's a request to see your new cat.
He's asleep.
Well, then it should be easy to get it.
Little.
Yeah.
So
So
little.
tiny.
He is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Aw, congratulations on a kitty.
So also, he would just blend into me right now. If I were to.
I love his name.
Oh, me.
Named after Selena Gomez, I assume.
Obviously.
Obvious.
This is perfect. I'm gonna grab a back of this earring real quick.
Yeah.
We got another friend joining.
Yay.
My cat's name is Bees. That's amazing.
Please. I can't believe I didn't name him Bees.
Whoa.
Chris,
Look,
you got a prom stash.
look at that stash.
Music in the background. Thank you.
And Dylan, have you and Chris met in New York?
No.
No.
Somehow.
You gotta
Wait,
make it
Chris, you're
happen.
in New York?
I'm in New York.
Where?
I'm in Washington Heights in Manhattan.
Oh. I used to be in Washington Heights for 5 years.
Where are you now?
We're in Brooklyn now. We've been here for 4
Wow.
years.
Where in Brooklyn?
What's your address?
Oh,
Yeah. dude, we're
I guess you're right. You're right.
Full address, please.
Whoa.
like Flatbush, Dibbs Park.
That's it. I love
We're
it.
below the park.
You're getting
Beautiful.
too specific, Dylan. Way too specific.
Hi.
Hi, I'm great.
Yeah.
How are you guys? I'm drinking the Bixby.
How is it?
Me too.
It's so good. So this is my mom's wedding glass. So if you turn it around, it
What?
says bride.
Oh,
Amazing.
I love it.
I love how the background like eats it though.
I know this is pretty strange.
Oh, love it.
I love that you have that.
Right. Well, I'm quarantining with my parents, so
Oh, nice.
I more discovered it in the cupboard today.
Okay, I thought you got that from her or something. Like, this is mine now. Okay.
Yeah, I regularly drink out of bride glasses.
Are you in New York though right now?
I am. Yep. Just pretty far upstate. So
Cool.
Oh, it's
it's nice. New York was super stressful, but I'll be back down soon.
Yeah. When does New York start opening back up?
I think technically really soon, like early June, they're kind of shooting for like a phase 1 deal thing. I'm not
So
quite
many
sure.
phases.
So many phases. I'm not quite sure.
mm-mm.
Yeah,
I don't either.
but this is just the best thing.
So fun. We miss you, Chris.
Drink.
Miss you too. Oh,
We cannot forget the blood sausage tonight.
No.
Blood sausage.
Here's blood sausage.
I'm sorry, guys. All right, listen. We had a Patreon live stream, as we do. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/shipwreckedcomedy. And we were having our patrons only live stream, and we were talking about prom. And for some reason, Sean and Sinead brought up blood sausage, which is a longer story. We had it.
Describe everything that would be on the prom.
Balloons, blood sausage, memento.
And so
It
far, it's all
really
been
just
true.
ran with it, and then hashtag blood sausage became like the weird unofficial hashtag for the evening. It's I
Having
don't.
the Nevermore.
Ooh, I hope you like it.
Oh
I tried
my
it.
God.
It's
You
pretty
like
good.
it?
So good.
We didn't have orange liqueur, so not
What'd
much,
you do?
but everything else.
What is in this again?
It's like tequila and maple syrup and lemon juice, pomegranate juice,
The pomegranate is coming through.
and then ginger beer on top.
I made it with cranberry. I think it might be better with pomegranate.
Really good.
Pomegranate's good, yeah.
Glad it's good.
I batched the drinks earlier, so we had them ready to go.
Oh,
That's smart.
I'm so impressed. You were so on top of this, Sarah.
I got the cocktails, you know?
Not me.
Oh yeah, blood sausage was at a public chat.
What?
We revealed that there would be blood sausage on a public chat, not a Patreon chat.
Oh, really?
We'll know about it then.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong then.
Anyway, Joanna, Chris, can you tell us about your proms?
Sure. I actually went to so many proms.
You?
Yes, I went to 3.
Brag about it.
My God, Mr. Popular.
But I was the gay best friend at prom. I never like went with a man I was very into. So I first went when I was like a freshman in high school. I was really good friends with this girl, amazing girl named Liz, who loved Lord of the Rings as much as I loved Lord of the Rings. So she asked me to prom. And then I went junior year because my best friend at the time was a senior. And then senior year, I went with my best friend from my senior year. So I just really lucked out. 3 absolutely lovely ladies. And every year there was no theme. It was just sort of like based around a color scheme. It was like, this year is red and gold. This year is black and silver. So that was about as creative as it got.
Did Julie arrange your prom? Is that
Yeah, exactly. It's the exact same concept.
Joanna, what was your prom like? Or prom?
My prom was great. We didn't have a theme either. I feel like themes were always in the high school movies that you watch. There was like cool fighting over the themes that they're gonna do. Mine was great. I had a high school boyfriend, so we went 2 years in a row. And then 1 year I was a prom princess.
what is that?
Prom queen. It's my boyfriend at the time and this like other girl were campaigning to be prom king and queen together. It was really shady. And then everyone thought that was weird, so they voted for me and her boyfriend instead. It was awesome. Looking back, it's like the ultimate, just like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. So then
If the prom queen dies, do you become the prom queen as the prom
Yeah,
queen?
so I tried, but she's fly that one.
Oh.
Real evasive. It was basically the Hunger Games, but for prom. So they threw us in a ring and they gave us all sharp weapons and we got to choose and it was just a night to remember, you know?
Oh my God.
You went to prom in Hawaii, right?
Yeah. Kealani High School, go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Is everyone wearing a lei at prom? Is that just like a festive thing?
That was for graduation. We all wore leis. We wore leis so much we couldn't see our faces anymore. It was really great. Yeah. Oh, and then I saw that you were posting your pictures from Hawaii. It made me so homesick.
Oh.
Yeah, we were there 3 years ago, which is so
I remember.
Crazy. Yeah.
I saw her,
Yeah, we saw your parents' store. We got so excited. We were
You remember we shopped at that store, Alex and I, when we were in Hawaii, and then we're sitting on the Gilded Lily set talking about it. Talking about how we bought gifts for people at this great shop that was in this hotel. And she's like, yeah, that's my parents' shop. And it was the like smallest world thing that has ever happened. And it was the coolest store. And our parents still have these beautiful ornaments on their Christmas trees.
Yeah.
So I got to tell my mom that. She'll love that. That's
so
like,
good.
yeah. Oh, that's so
I
cool.
can't wait to go back. I cannot wait.
You both. Man.
As soon as we get out of here, you guys.
Yeah.
the next project in Hawaii.
Yes. Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Yeah. Do what Adam Sandler does and just shoot every movie.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
on vacation.
The same concept every time, but
Yeah.
yeah. David Spade, Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider.
Yeah, they're doing it right for sure.
Adam Sandler shoots everything in our hometown.
Ah,
Loves it
our
there.
sister was in his last movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just dressed as like a corpse bride or something. They kept calling her back to be in more scenes because they liked her.
She was in Uncut Gems.
Yeah, which movie?
It's coming out,
With
it's
Kevin
coming out
Garnett.
this October.
It was actually Kevin Garnett.
Ah, okay. Kevin Garnett. Got it.
Secret to a good prom night is to stay hydrated.
No. The secret to a good prom. Oh, you guys got the aha.
What's the okay?
Coca-Cola's brand of sparkling water. Oh, it's very flavorful.
Ooh.
You got that coffee one.
We do, Serena, need to talk about Sean's hair from that one prom pic. Sean, the middle part, discuss.
Yeah, walk us through it.
Did you say disgust? Because you're right.
Discuss it. No.
Look, we all had looks for prom.
Looks.
It was the 2000s.
You know what?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
It was like 2 years ago. Things were really different.
Years ago, the middle part was huge.
Fashions have changed.
The middle part. Oh gosh, Sean, where is this picture? I'm looking for it.
Guys, what's worse, that picture or this picture?
I don't hate that picture.
No, Sean, it's so cute. I love that picture.
That's a great pic.
All right, let me get this
Yeah,
picture.
this playlist is really.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
It'd be fun. Sean and Sinead's really worked on it. Sean
This is
stayed
good.
over the other day for a little while.
Playlist.
Yeah.
Is everyone hearing music right now?
In Hawaii.
Hawaii. What was that, Dylan?
Is everyone hearing music right now?
Yes.
Is it? You're playing it.
Oh, just describe it to us. For some reason, it's not coming through.
It sounds like
We're hearing Teenager in Love right now.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Oh, we've only got.
Reminding us of being a teenager in a really cool car on the way to prom in 1957.
Sean and Sinead split it up, so there's 45 minutes of the 50s, 60s, 80s, and 90s. Yeah.
that's awesome.
And today.
Oh, 90s. Oh, 90s is going to be fun.
Sean really had a hard time whittling down the 90s because that's like aesthetic,
Yeah. The 90s is the
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, somebody's joining us.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, I've never been on a Zoom this big.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Guys, here's the picture of me at prom with my middle part hair.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Yes.
No.
Every time. Every
Mm-mm.
Whoa!
Glamour, glamorous.
Glamour.
Oh my goodness. Cheers.
Ooh.
You look
Oh
beautiful.
my gosh, Joanna. Joanna, you look like a movie star.
Yes, she does.
Filter.
No, it's impossible.
Lighting is so good too. It's like purple and the background.
My sweet husband set all this like lighting up. If you guys, I should show you what you want to like what this is all sitting on right now.
It's perfect.
Toilet paper, pandemic, and 3 puzzles.
That's why I couldn't find toilet paper at the grocery store. That's why.
Yeah, I need it to be well lit, so I took all the toilet paper.
Oh, and Alex, you guys at a rave?
Looks so good.
Yeah.
We are.
Ooh.
Hey, and you guys got the garland. You guys.
Wow, you
Chris,
guys
got
look
that
so
back-
good. Hi, Higgeroni.
Oh, Lauren Lopez.
Hi.
You guys.
You're so nice.
Lauren, Joey, have you guys met Dylan before?
I don't think we
Composer?
have we officially met.
We met Dylan at the
In
at a
the
screening.
Lily?
No, Stellar People screening in Nova.
Bear with us, stranger.
Bear with us.
Bear with
Bear with
us
us
at in
Lovely.
Nova.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
a long time ago.
Wow.
Wow, good memory.
Okay.
You have it. Yeah.
Oh, hey, how are you guys?
Oh, Joey.
We're good.
Oh.
Everyone's
What have you guys been doing?
but yeah, what's
I feel like
going
we're crashing a party.
Right at the right time.
You are wearing a hanger.
Bear with us.
Bear with us at in
Lovely.
Nova.
Guys, this is so
Wow,
good.
pink is the
It's
color.
getting crazy. Prom is getting up
Oh.
so
Prom's
crowded.
getting-
About their prom themes.
Oh yeah, Joey, Lauren, what were your prom themes back when you were in high school? You know, all those years ago.
Well, yeah, it was only like 5 years ago, so I do remember. I honestly feel like every year our prom theme was Night Under the Stars.
Yeah.
Play!
Oh.
Hey.
Hi guys, how are you?
Ah,
What's going on? Look at all you sexy people.
You're looking great.
your hair.
Oh.
Now, Blake, are you wearing shorts as well, like the rest?
I am wearing just my underwear. So
Nice.
you're welcome. I've got tails. This has tails too, and I'm not even. It's like tails for what?
Hey,
Tails
I
for
put on
what?
shoes.
Tails is
Socks
pants.
and shoes.
Oh.
Saw for a second.
Okay, I'm wearing
You should vote for prom king.
No.
Oh my god. So,
Lauren.
what was your prom theme?
Joey.
Oh, me.
Joey.
I don't think we had like themes. I think they were just. It was like everybody have a good time.
So cool.
Did we have
Their
themes?
theme was probably like surfs up, like every.
That's a good theme though.
Yeah.
Surfs up.
Basically under the
Really
sea,
fun.
but it's above
Like,
this.
did you have a theme at your prom?
Like, did
Did
you
you
have
have
a
a theme at your
Oh, I'm sure we did. I'm sure we did. I have no idea. I honestly can't remember prom. I feel like I went to a couple different proms with like friends from other schools, and
Okay.
I don't remember. I was very not popular. Don't worry. They were mostly pity invites, and I don't know which theme was which, so I have no memory of that.
Blake, I was going through some an old hard drive the other night. Found a really cool picture of you
Oh.
that I think everybody's really gonna like.
I'm a little worried about this.
Great setup.
Oh,
What is he
Blake
doing?
on the pole.
ooh,
Very sexual.
yes, that was also
like a swap.
not wearing pants in that photo. So
Can't get you to wear pants.
no, you can't.
Hi,
Yeah.
Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Diane's the chaperone. She's making sure no one's grinding too much.
Ooh.
Is there a different dog as well, or is it just one?
Oh, hello.
Yay!
I can't see any of you. I have to sign off and then sign back on. Oh,
no.
it's been such a pain in the ass. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi,
Lauren,
Bobby.
tell us about your dress that you're wearing so beautifully.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who else?
I know. Who else could that be?
Lift her up. Lift her up.
Okay, so this is actually, oh God, that's embarrassing. You can see in the background, I've been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes.
So,
That is embarrassing.
okay, this is legitimately the best purchase I've ever made in my life. It's an actual vintage 80s prom dress.
Awesome.
And I got it on sale on Etsy.
I love it.
Wow.
And it's what you.
Right?
Oh yeah, it's the same dress I wear on the calendar.
Ooh.
Joey and Lauren or Blake, are you guys doing anything fun? You have any fun life updates you want to share?
Yeah, a lot.
We're getting Sage tonight.
Oh.
What?
Sage.
The vegan?
Oh,
For the restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah.
some
I
food.
thought you were gonna like
We're gonna
bless
get-
your apartment with.
Yes, that's what I thought.
People like getting Sage these days.
Here we go.
Getting Sage.
Lot of
Yeah.
sage.
Door-to-door
Oh.
delivery. Sage.
Wow.
We're gonna try
That's
that
big.
cauliflower.
I want to know
Yeah,
why.
we're gonna try the
What?
piece to tell us about.
What does F mean?
You guys in the chat, why is everyone saying F?
They're
I don't
saying
know, but I
that's
just-
the
Yeah,
song.
Got on
I
that
mean,
train.
I'm just gonna ask
I'll
that.
text you.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
It's like a pour one out for somebody sort of situation.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Ah,
What?
Oh,
If they, I don't know. It's like a remembrance. Joey and Lauren, we're gonna get that pizza place you told us about, the cauliflower place.
okay.
Ooh,
I hope it's good.
I hope you enjoy it.
We just got that. It's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
Cauliflower
It's
pizza.
good, right?
It's amazing. And they also have like a deal now. If you get one now, you get a free one later, I think.
You guys,
Love free one.
Hey,
you guys,
Tom.
I can't see your faces because my Zoom is not working.
Tom.
No.
Hashtag Tom Fail in the chat, please. Give me a hashtag Tom Fail.
Tom fail. Can I tell you? So this happened earlier. I was on a Zoom and I just see black boxes. I can't see all your faces. You can see me. You can see my beautiful headpiece, but you can't.
What if
But
this
you
is
can't-
all? What if this is an elaborate prank on you that we're just playing?
Yeah.
I mean, I actually would really love it. I wish you could see what I see. Hold on. Hold on just a minute. Second, I have to send you a text message. Let me send Sean a text message so he can see literally just blackness.
Oh, no.
So sad.
No, wait.
Tom a picture of what we look like.
Well,
It's
you look
alright.
great.
So he has a reference.
Right.
Thanks.
Great.
Well, Blake said I should just watch you guys on the YouTube channel and I can see it that way.
Yeah.
That's smart. You'll be 30 seconds behind, but that's
We'll
smart.
be
Will
30
be.
seconds behind.
We're seeing
Yeah.
the looks though.
It's actually really fun because I just see whoever's talking, the little box goes around to their black box.
This, you gotta tell you this.
It's like super mystery. It's like a mystery story. This is fun.
Mystery
That's
story.
the worst.
Wow.
Uh,
Sad.
Wow.
I'll try it again in a few minutes, but we'll settle for a second and then maybe I'll try it.
How are you?
I'm all right, you know,
Oh.
quarantine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
want to hear about Tom's prom?
Oh yeah, Tom. What
Oh
was your prom
yeah.
back in the day?
Tom.
Last year?
Well, first of all, you need to know that when I was back in my day, I went to 11 proms in 1 year.
Oh,
Tom.
Let me tell you something. She was really popular with women. You know what I'm saying? So I went to so many fucking proms. It was a little bit too much, but I had a good time. My own prom was fine. I mean, I went to a Catholic high school, so I was very strict about what we could and couldn't do. And I remember getting a high collared coat because I just wouldn't wear a normal blazer with my tux. And I also wore striped socks. And I told my mother, I was like, well, one does want a hint of color. That's what.
Wait, Tom. So they were all from. It was like 11 Like, how do you know so many people in different places?
Because I was in theater. So I was doing all this community theater with all these other fucking nerds. Oh, I cursed. Oh my God. So sorry.
Channel.
And that's how I went to so many, because I was doing theater with all these ladies and they were like, I don't want to go with dudes. And we were like, it's all right. I like boys. Sort of, maybe. I don't know. So that was my prom. Faces I can't see, like Joanna and Chris and Dylan, and like is Joey there too.
Lauren.
Yeah. Trust.
Beautiful.
Lauren looked really good. Just trust me. Just
What?
Lauren looks great. So just
Yeah, Tom, all you need to know is this is the best I've ever looked.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Blake is naked. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Blake
hashtag
is-
Blaked. Hashtag
It's true.
Blaked.
I asked Tom what he was wearing. He said a kaftan, and I said, well, it'll be a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, I see all your faces on the thing. Oh, and I see Alex is with us too. Look at how fun.
Yes.
Pretty fun time.
Although we have to go soon because I need to make dinner before we watch the Drag Race finale, which
Oh my gosh, please,
Oh.
I'm so excited. Except how is it Zoom?
Right. Who knows?
Also, who are you guys
Hey,
team
Dylan,
playing?
did you already see it?
No. I completely forgot it was Friday today.
Oh yeah, it's Prime
So,
Day.
yeah, it
I've
was
been avoiding social media because on the East Coast the finale has already aired. So
Well-
I don't know who won, but we're like Team GG Crystal.
Yeah,
Bit.
here's the thing, Joe. Just know that either way, I'm going to spoil it for you. I'm just going to send you a text saying who won, even if I don't know. Even if I don't know.
Wow.
You wanna,
Wow.
And then you just have to live in the mystery.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, TG, Chris, or Team GG or Crystal. I don't know. It's just
I'm
like-
actually Team Jada. I'm full Team Jada.
Oh, Jada, though.
Yeah,
No,
Oh, Jada.
I love
Sleepover
Jada,
outfit. Done.
I feel like this is the first year where everyone is just so on the top of their
So
game that I want each of them to win for different reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
People were shitting on this season early on, and I think it's one of the strongest ever.
Which one?
I disagree.
Tom hates anything past season 7.
Disagree.
We've talked about this.
All right,
We
my
have
God.
a lot of strong opinions, but I won't say them on here because it's supposed to be a happy event.
We'll have a private Zoom. We should set up a private Zoom after
We
the
can break
finale.
this out into different rooms.
Yeah, we'll do a breakout.
Yeah, thank you,
Super down
John.
for a drag race. Yeah.
Breakout shade room.
Yes. Not everyone watches Drag Race. So.
Not everyone watches Drag Race, but I am excited to watch. What are you making for dinner, Joe?
I got chicken legs. I'm gonna like fry up some
Your
delicious.
mom sent us.
You missed it. We ate it, but I had just made from scratch an olive oil lemon cake that
Ooh.
my first try, and it wasn't bad at all.
It's very good.
So
is it
we have dessert first.
is it in your Instagram story?
Not yet. So I wanted to test it first to see if it would be good, and when I make a new one, I'll do a story to.
And then you'll be putting bacon in it as well for America.
If bacon and butter for America, for Patriots.
Joe has been teaching me a lot about whisking on through Instagram.
Our text thread for the past 3 months has been nothing but whisk related talk.
It's so dumb.
It really is.
You're the whiskey boys.
But it keeps me sane in these uncertain
The whiskey boys.
We're the whiskey boys.
I like that. You got Letterman jackets.
Yeah.
Right. So we should go though. So I
Okay,
can
he
cook.
takes his Drag Race very seriously, so
I
we
do.
have to be there.
It was wonderful to see you all. I miss you all.
I love and miss you both so much.
Don't have too much.
Prom.
Happy prom, and happy prom to everyone out there that's missing a real prom.
Right. Happy prom.
I love that this is happening.
School out though.
I'm gonna pull up the YouTube and I'm gonna see what the story is.
For our
We're
new
gonna see.
for Blake and Tom and Joey and Lauren, there are a lot of people watching whose prom. Some people's prom was like going to be tonight, and then we had a bunch of people are missing their prom, so it's
Oh.
Oh man.
I know.
Well, I'm glad we get to spend prom with everybody then. This is great.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's really nice.
Also, like, have wanted to do like a real shipwrecked event for a while. Like, and obviously they haven't been able to do that. So they're like, this is a good way to do it. And
I love it.
That was amazing.
everybody together. Yeah.
Special. Does
I
anyone?
want you to know that I can finally I am transferring. I see you all on YouTube now. And this is very thrilling.
Now you remember what it looked like.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
So now, what's the verdict on Lauren's dress? Is it truly the greatest thing you've ever seen?
Most definitely. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Truly.
You.
Yeah.
Joey, your hair is long.
It's really long.
It's luscious.
Long and I got there. I'm all there. Yeah, it's fun, guys. Did anyone get a limo?
Yeah.
Most importantly,
My mom got us one.
Yeah, we're in a
oh,
limo.
your mom got us one. Did anyone's mom get us a hotel room for after? Guys.
Scandalous.
No, but my mom said that we can drink in the basement because she'd rather,
We do it in
School moms.
Oh wow.
Well,
Funny,
mom.
My mom is the exact opposite of that. But
Yeah.
If you're doing it, don't let me see it.
that's not the opposite
Oh,
of
I
that.
got you.
But I think I've told you guys, my friend's mom, when we went to the after party, she frisked us all and all of our things, like our sleeping bags, to make sure we didn't have any like.
That is wild.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like I have
Seems like a
never
cool
done
mom.
anything bad in my life. I could
But
not.
also, kind of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass, dude.
Yeah, that's really badass.
Yeah, we were very good, very sweet Christian kids, and we had a co-ed sleepover, and our parents were not worried about it, and they did not need to be, because nothing happened.
Don't worry about it.
I remember I fell asleep on one of the beds. It wasn't at my house, it was at a friend's house, and I remember waking up, this was prom night, fell asleep, woke up and was cold, and I reached out. I have really bad eyesight. I reached out for some blankets at the end of the bed, and I realized it was my date, and he was sleeping perpendicular to me at the foot of the bed. And I was like, oh, no.
Did you
really
cover?
cute.
Did he cover you like a blanket? Did he just?
Yeah.
I just remained asleep. So, that was
Tom, if I put my hand out like this, I might be able to high five Tom.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
No,
Can we do it?
Tom, right. Yeah, there you go.
Is it working? Is it happening? Are we?
Tom, push a little further.
Yeah.
Little further. Yeah.
Wow. That
Yeah.
took less time than doing it for Pro Party.
Then doing it what?
Than doing the slap for Pro Party.
Oh, that's right. The slap from Poe Party was so painful.
Oh my god. Well, this any kind of moments I had to do anything with Blake is just not. You might as well just never cast us both again in the same scene. Just don't do
We
it.
haven't.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
Oh my God, Mary Kate! Oh!
It's not that we haven't.
We're just trying. You're just trying to save your money. We get it.
Oh my God, I'm turning red in the face. I ruined everything.
I love you guys. Just kidding. Also,
Wow, that's
like
great.
you guys we have you to thank for all those you and Lauren for all those blooper reel views. Our blooper reel.
Yes.
You're so welcome. Whenever I'm in a project, I think, how can I help? And that's
How can I help?
Like, of the entire thing. Yeah.
We got a new friend.
Whoa. That is an
Agent
unauthorized virtual
Mega.
background. I'm gonna have to clear this.
Let it do
Are they also listening to? Are the people who are watching? They can go and listen to the playlist that you guys created too.
Yeah.
Can we not hear that?
All right, it's cleared. You're good.
Curtain, we look like the shitty version of Curtain.
Pretty in pink.
That they're like the Pinterest picture, and we're like the I tried.
Yes.
You're the nailed it.
I tried.
Nailed it.
I tried. Oh my God.
At least on my screen, you two are right above and below each other too. So it's like.
You switched, it would be.
Yeah.
Happy prom, guys.
Happy prom.
Dang.
You guys look so good.
Tonight, I'll never forget it.
Never forget tonight. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Good.
Look at this. I'm wearing this, but down below.
Oh wait, you just.
Oh.
Where'd he go? Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Listen, I can't see. I just need you to know I can't see what's happening.
Oh
Yeah, you'll see it in 30 seconds.
Okay, I'll see you in 30 seconds.
Prom. This is my
I'm gonna
first
try
prom.
one more time coming in and out. One more time.
no.
And then I'll just stay. But let me try one more time.
Got it.
Wait, Kurt, you said this is your first prom ever?
I was homeschooled. It was weird.
Oh.
This is my first.
Have a prom
I did like a homeschool prom. We like went out and like did some homeschooly things, but it doesn't count.
Happy prom.
Thanks.
This is a pretty normal prom, I'd say.
This is very normal. This is how it always goes.
Yeah, this is how it is.
Guys, I just went out and I bought Mary Kate a corsage.
What?
Aww.
Oh.
What is it?
Perfect.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Straight out the Shire.
It
Oh.
smells so good.
You can cook with it after.
Kim, did you go to prom?
I did get to go to prom with
She's
one of my
normal.
friends, Michael Lozano. If you're out there, hello. Hope you're great. I loved dances. I was obsessed. Who here was obsessed with dances? Anybody?
I really like dances.
I had to go to every single one, even if nobody asked me. I would go with friends. Oh, what's
Yeah,
ooh.
Always. I love
It was
dancing.
more fun when we would go with friends than like when we had dates, in my opinion.
Always.
Definitely.
Same in my experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna change this occasionally to
Maybe.
change the life?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Did your prom have a theme?
What was it? I think it was like Midnight in Paris. So it's
Ooh.
really nice.
Allen theme.
Yeah, what is this one? Is this Under the Sea? What is this? What are we at?
It should be under this.
This is global pandemic.
Very on the nose.
My prom theme was homeschoolers. Homeschoolers. That's
Don't
it.
touch each other.
Don't touch each other.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
And being a chaperone at a high school prom must be a very odd job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to do it. I feel like I have to do it at some point in life.
Just to experience it.
Yep. So we're gonna have kids just for that.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. So I can chaperone.
If my parents were my chaperone, I would just talk to them all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have cool parents then.
Oh no, I would just not talk.
It's so hard to be cool parents.
We're gonna be
you
the
know?
not coolest
We're not coolest, but we're trying real hard.
Hey, look who it is.
Oh, it's Oliver.
Oliver. Oliver's first prom.
Hey.
Yeah, that Oliver.
Aww.
Baby.
How cute.
Did it work,
How's it looking, Tom?
Worked.
Yay.
Like a Greek god.
Oh, Whitney's like that. Hey, Whitney.
Whitney.
Hi.
What's up, Whitney? Hello.
Hey, Corey.
It's so nice to see all of our friends tonight.
Hey.
I love your
We've got a
lighting.
fun lighting scheme going on too.
Yeah, man.
Corey, what was your
Oh.
prom theme?
That's Phillips Hue. What are we doing?
What was it? Was there a theme?
I had to think about it for a second.
Corey, did you design your prom? Oh, where'd Tom go?
No.
Was there an escape room at your prom?
That was like the like class board like did that like student activities council, like president, whatever. That's like all they did all year, and I was busy. I had plays to do.
Yes.
These senior things.
Our homecoming was Pirates of the Caribbean themed.
That's so cool.
That's the best one so far.
I've never had that. I didn't.
But
Really? No. Our homecomings were like a bigger deal than prom.
Did people
Yeah,
dress
I
up like
feel like I
parrots?
remember more about homecoming than prom.
I feel like that's a southern thing, maybe. I don't know who else said that if they were from the south.
What's the other southern dance that everybody talks about? That like a cotillion.
Never.
No, I had a cotillion. I grew up in Massachusetts. We had a junior prom and a senior cotillion.
Wow.
Our junior prom was like the prom, and our senior cotillion was like just wear a short dress. I don't care. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
I mean, our cotillion was like classes. It was like manners and dancing. It was like every year, like for 7 weeks, every Saturday, we would like go and learn dancing and like.
That's legit.
Oh,
wow.
serious.
I tried to do that for this, but you guys
Oh.
are very hard to schedule.
Yeah, we tried to have some.
I wanted us all to learn the prom dance from She's All That.
Yes.
Fun.
Did anyone have a Sadie Hawkins dance?
I did think
Sadie Hawkins dance.
you heading out, Joanna?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go make I'm gonna wear this dress on the show. I'm so happy I got to have prom with you guys, and you all look so good.
Bye, you look beautiful.
I love you, Joanna.
Well, thank you. Bye.
We didn't have a Sadie Hawkins dance.
We had Sadie Hawkins.
Whoa,
Is
Joey.
that where the girl asked the boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just dancing?
Because it has to be a special event for that to happen.
This is their dance.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Every year too. It's called Winter Formal.
Okay.
And now I think we must make our leave as well. We love you guys.
Bye. Happy prom. Thanks for that.
Bye.
I can't wait to
Happy
meet
prom,
you
guys.
too
See you
soon.
next year.
Yeah.
When the world allows.
Really though.
You did
sorry.
have a Sadie Hawkins dance?
Probably will be 2021. But
You said you did have a Sadie Hawkins dance?
Yeah.
That's so fun. I wish we had
we
that.
went one year. Yeah.
You go?
The girls would wear like those tops that showed your belly, and I was always very self-conscious about that.
Oh.
I had one of those.
Yeah, like the little, I don't know what you call them, but yeah.
They're like the two-piece ones.
Yeah, like super crop toppy that like just covered your boobs.
Oh.
Oh, mine was a little more like mine just showed like this much of my belly, and that was it.
Oh, yeah, I wore a longer one because I was like not having it, but I mean, good for them.
I was homeschooled. I didn't see any of this.
10 things I hate about you. Bianca's dress that she wears to the dance. The two.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cute. Yeah, the red one. I love that dress.
I love that movie.
It's so good. Oh,
So good.
So good.
Wait, I'm like trying to remember anything about my prom. And I was like, what? I got my tux for free.
Ooh.
Lucky.
Because the
this like tuck shop was very friendly with our costume designer for the theater department. So leading up to prom, he like gave me a tux and I would wear it in school and like give out coupons.
Wait, that's
and enough people like rented tuxes from Emmanuel that I got mine for free.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I mean, was it worth it?
I mean, yes.
All right.
Well
done.
but also I did wear a tux like for a week.
That's
in,
what I
like,
mean.
School.
That's what I mean.
but free. But it was free.
I'm down. I love it.
Nobody wore tuxes at our prom. They're all in suits.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess maybe we weren't in a town that was really affluent, so most people were in suits.
Yeah, same here. Like super
mean-
small town farmland. So just suits.
I think the difference between a tux and a suit is just not that big.
I know.
I agree.
I think I actually have a picture from what might have been prom or homecoming. I don't know. I went with my friend Carolyn.
Oh my gosh. Aww. What? Look at your hair.
Yeah.
So
Spiky.
cute.
I could text my mother and get a picture of my prom.
Yes, please.
Here's me at prom.
I texted my prom date and I was like, does your mom like have any pics of us? But I didn't have that many. And this morning I woke up to like 30 emails because his mom like sent them all individually. Like, like cool, thank you.
I don't still talk to my prom date from junior. But
All right, guys, here's my prom here.
So cute.
You know what, Sean? I love it. I think you are so cute.
Do you
your prom date dress so much.
It's a part in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went
I
to
remember-
go watch Sean take prom photos. I was so excited. I was like, this is awesome.
I remember there was a girl that I was doing theater with that I was in love with, and I desperately wanted to ask her to prom, but she was like, you have to go to my school. And I was like so sad about it.
What?
I
know, but she was like, I'm gonna go with somebody from school, and so I never asked her out. And
Oh,
it's okay. It's okay.
But that woman was Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Oh.
Peter, I wonder if I can find a homecoming picture. I mean a prom picture, excuse me.
This playlist is so good. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Loving it.
My prom date, I wanted to ask her out for 3 years, and then I did.
Aww.
Oh, good for you.
But yeah. She said, yeah.
I get.
Aww.
Looking on my computer. Taking me back. Did y'all wear sparkles like everywhere? Because that's what I did. I like was covered in sparkles.
Do you remember?
Because I was like, I'm going to be a fairy at this prom.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach myself. I remember Bath and Body Works sold these like sparkle roller balls.
Yes, I love them.
Sent it.
All over your
The blueberry one was my favorite. I love
did
that
we
one.
do
The jars of like jelly sparkle that you could put on.
We always smelled like Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
I have a question.
We do that.
What's everybody's like favorite like prom movie? Like, what's your favorite movie prom?
Ooh.
About this earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, you already said this. Sorry, I'm.
No, it's okay.
I haven't answered it either.
We got distracted too.
Yeah.
I think Mean Girls is my favorite prom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ridiculous. I think
think
Mean
Never
Girls
Been
might be
Kissed
there.
is mine now that someone has mentioned it.
Did anybody say it's probably not prom, but Romeo and Michelle, High School
Oh
Reunion?
yes, excuse me, Romeo and Michelle. Yeah, that's a prom. That's a prom.
Same energy.
I fondly think of Napoleon Dynamite and Footloose. Those are the two that come to mind for me.
Hmm.
Wow, I haven't seen Napoleon
Absolutely.
in so long.
Me neither.
Yeah, my mom can't find my prom photo. It's fine. I'm just gonna go home and cry.
I can't find a prom, but I have a dance photo. Me
Oh,
and some
that's
friends.
good.
That'll
Yep.
do.
Show us.
Now I know I have a
Or-
dance photo. I've got a dance photo too, Kim.
Well, I want to look for prom photos. Let me
Finding
see.
prom. I don't know why I don't have prom on here.
What else has a good dance.
That
Yeah,
one.
like my really close friends in high school.
I have a lot of homecoming pictures, but
Homecoming pictures. We didn't really. Homecoming was not a big thing.
Same. We did not have a homecoming. Honestly, maybe we did,
I mean-
but I was too much of a loser to know about
That's
it.
what it was. It was big, but like I just was like, no thanks.
What is the concept behind homecoming? Because we didn't have that.
It was the first home game,
Oh.
football home game in the fall.
and I always cheered.
Football?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't have football. We were a tiny school.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Homecoming, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have that.
And there was always like some kind of dance that went along with it, and I was just like,
Mm.
bye. I just wasn't into it.
I was devastated that I was not homecoming queen. I like had dreams of being homecoming queen.
That does not surprise me.
Because there was like I wasn't popular, but there was like kind of a tradition in my school of like picking a girl that was like really well loved and like sweet and kind, and I was like, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be homecoming.
It's got to be Mira.
Wow.
I hate everyone.
I was not.
Wow. Who got homecoming queen? Who was it? Should we go to her house, see how she's doing now?
Natalie. She was very popular, but it's fine. She's great.
But was she kind?
She's nice. She's fine. I didn't know. She's a cheerleader.
Oh.
There you go.
Hmm.
Okay, I've gotten over it.
I've gotten over it. Are you sure, Mary Kate? Are you sure?
It's okay.
I never got nominated.
You guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in a bit.
So I'm scrolling through Facebook trying to find prom pictures, and I'm finding Mary Kate and I.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wigadoon.
We were being so emo.
Well, emo.
Sinead, when I was on this old hard drive, I found some pictures of you when you came out here to look at schools.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh yeah, and make sure everyone sees those.
I like them. They're cute.
Oh, my hair was like, I wanted to get the haircut that Halle Berry had in the second X-Men movie.
Oh my
And
god!
dyed red.
So cool.
Don't worry. In this one, you're wearing a newsboy hat.
I know you
Oh,
can't see.
good.
Can
What
I
a
show?
treat.
Can I show?
Yeah, just show me. What?
There it is.
Aww.
Not that embarrassing because all you can see is the hat.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
Was that
I
trip?
sent Sean some pictures of me dressed as Mulan when I was like 7. So
It's true.
that trip, the trip that I met you on?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You were in Midsummer, right?
You were
Yeah, midsummer in it.
Oh, that's right. When Blake was in Midsommar, I didn't see that because I'm pretty sure you told me not to go see that.
This is
Thank you.
Kim from prom.
Oh, so beautiful.
That is extremely prom.
Mary prom.
Flower bouquet.
I guess the guys did wear tuxes because I was looking through and I see some tuxes. So I guess some wore suits, some wore tuxes, depending on.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, I did this for you. Sarah doesn't
Did
like
people like drink at prom, or did they like were they chill?
If they did, I didn't know about it.
I didn't
Same.
know.
Oh yeah,
Same.
like was
Same.
not cool enough for
We
that.
got last we got last.
She did.
That checks out.
Closest picture I have to prom, which is really just me as Cliff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically prom.
That was basically prom, right, Sarah? That was prom for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
went
didn't
to,
drink, I'm just saying, but my friends all would try to bring stuff.
That's
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's just Sarah and me at prom.
Prom.
One of your 11 proms.
One of my 25 proms.
After prom, we went to my friend's house. There was like 15 of us, and then we played board games, and then we went to the ocean to watch the sunrise. It's very nice.
Oh, that's
that's
way
really
better. That is incredible.
We watched The Mask of Zorro.
Oh,
So
did that
strange.
just come out then?
So strange.
Yep.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
so cute.
And
Uh,
I think
Nade's on
That
the-
hat.
I've come into my own a little more.
truly, of like the actual like prom, the only thing I remember, and I was like sober, but the only thing I remember was the like being served a wedge salad and being like, I have to cut this myself. What the fuck?
Yeah. Very valid feelings on a wedge salad.
But then also, I feel like it was over very fast, and then the PTA had this like after party on a boat that was like on Lake Michigan. It's like a party boat. But it was just like truly, we didn't get home from the boat until like 5 in the morning. It was the PTA just trying to tire everyone out and keep them on a boat where they couldn't like drink and drive.
Yeah, that probably is actually really smart to be like, listen, you get on this boat, we'll check everyone on. There's no way they can get any booze on. Ha 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 ha.
And then they can't get off.
Right.
And then they can't get off.
We had.
I just watched. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just watched this episode of Bless This Mess where they do an after prom so that the kids can't go anywhere overnight. So they like lock them in all night and they like confiscate all their booze so nobody can have sex and nobody can drink alcohol. I thought it was really funny.
This is the boat. This is the boat.
We just got bused after the prom to Dave and Buster's, and like we had to go there, and then we could get picked up or like do whatever, but we had to like go to the Dave and
You are
Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
How much did Dave and Buster's pay for that?
Yeah. You know Dave and Buster's? No. Yeah.
Let's get all these drunk 18-year-olds here at Dave and Buster's.
If I was at Dave and Buster's just for fun, and then this huge prom started to descend upon me, I'd be like, no.
Scared me then, and they scare me.
Yeah, they scare me then and they scare me now.
Anything to do with teens.
No, it's terrifying.
Listen, I live across the street from you guys live across the street from the middle school too, Sarah and Janae. So do I.
They are so mean.
Mine are very well behaved. Everyone in my middle school is so well behaved. It's the parents that are actually the problem that I sometimes am ready to get them. But the kids are all really nice. They always say hello to my dog.
They like.
Oh.
Yeah. Some one kid like heckled me, and I was like, no, I don't like this.
Oh no!
Just imagine like a group of like have encircled you, and you're just like, ah.
Ball over, and it was really far away. And he's like, "Hey, lady, aren't you gonna get that for me?" And I was like, "Okay, I'm a lady, not a lady. Thank you so much."
I am not a lady.
They have flipped me off. They are making out in the streets. What is going on?
It's chaos.
You.
The morals.
The middle schoolers are?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So much more advanced than I was. I was not. Middle school was not even thinking that way.
How?
Boys were not really on my radar. I mean, I secretly had crushes on boys, but I would never speak to them. In fact, one time a boy came up to me and he goes, "Can you tell me what time it is?" And I was so nervous. I went, "I can't tell you the time right now." He walked away and I was like, "Oh, shoot." To this day, I'm sure he thinks about that weird girl who couldn't tell him the time. He grabbed my arm and looked at my watch and then walked away.
You were so flustered by his touch.
I can't tell you the time right now.
Because I was so nervous. He's like the cutest boy in school, and he walked right up to me, and I was like,
"Oh, that's so cute."
Wow.
Oh my
I'd like
God.
never talk to boys. Very, very sad.
Woo, that's great.
Hey guys, so Jessica Woolridge has asked, wait, how old are middle schoolers? This is a valid question. I've lost touch. How old
Like
are middle
11 to 13? Yeah.
I'm
Right?
sorry, I was not paying attention to the waiting room. Gabe.
Good. Happy prom, everybody.
Yay!
Oh my
prom,
goodness. Happy prom.
Sorry if you guys were waiting for very long. I was busy putting parsley in my...
No, I just got here.
Gabe, you look so nice.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it's prom, so back at you.
Oh, dapper.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Serena, you're frozen. Oh, no, you're not anymore.
My internet is not great.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I put on a cute dress.
You look gorgeous, Serena.
Oh, no.
Hey, friendly friends.
Hey, Gabe.
How y'all doing? I haven't seen some of you in so long.
Gabe, tell us about your prom. Did you have
My prom.
Yeah.
My prom was rather unexceptional.
I went with a friend who I had a big crush on. But we were like, we're gonna go as friends. It's fine. And then somewhere in the middle of the after party of the night, some dude was like, you guys should make out. And I was like, no, we're friends. And then I turned towards her and she made out with me. And I was like, that's not what I expected at all. And then that was pretty much the night.
That's a great night.
That sounds great.
Prom.
Very
It was-
good. That's like a movie.
It was like mixed emotions. There was a lot of feelings going on. I didn't know whether to be like, this is a good thing, or like, this is probably wrong, unmoral. Like, you know, it was just like, it was a weird middle ground.
Sure.
Anyways, that was my
Aww, that's good.
But
That's
the dancing was fun. I went to a school with 80 kids in my graduating class, so it was weirdly tiny.
Oh, that's very small.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah. The dance floor was like noticeable.
My graduating class was 55 people.
Oh
And
God! So you get it? You know?
Yeah, we were considered a particularly big class.
Jesus
What?
Christ!
We had like 400, I think.
Yeah, I had 596.
Yeah. Well,
I think I
I
had
feel
like
like that's
600.
like a good normal thing. Like mine was like if like there was 3 kids in theater and that was it. You know, it was like that kind of a thing.
Kurt, what was your graduating class?
Wait, what?
Kurt, what was your graduating class?
There were 5 of us that graduated together. I had 5 friends who were also homeschooled, and we were like, let's all have. We had a graduation together, and we had like 600 people like come to like an auditorium, which
That's
was
a lot
crazy.
of people for 5 people.
Right. That's amazing.
Yeah, like family and extended family and cousins and everything. And there was only 5 of us. And it took a long time.
And
Great.
Serena, what about your prom? Do you have a theme?
I think our theme was Enchanted.
The
Which
movie
sounds
Enchanted?
right.
well, up to interpretation.
Great.
But
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh no.
We'll never know.
Man, my
We'll
internet.
just assume
I
it
don't
was
know if you
fully
can hear
based on
me.
the movie Enchanted.
We're back.
Yes.
Zoom doesn't always
It was
work.
yep.
Oh, Serena, you're back. Okay, it was Enchanted.
Oh no.
No, she does. I'll put it in the chat.
Was it Amy Adams or not? I'm dying.
The world will never know. Was James Marsden at your prom? Everyone needs to know.
Oh my god.
No, Serena.
Okay, am I back now?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank God. I'll talk quickly then. Our prom was at the Experience Music Project in Seattle. And so it was in the
Ooh,
Sky
that sounds-
if you've ever been there, and it was really cool. Although our DJ
Wow.
sucked.
That's
They played
legit.
like 2 songs that we knew.
Fun.
And
Yeah.
you eat everything. Yeah.
What?
Mary-
Hey, Serena.
I was at the Raven Stadium.
Serena keeps freezing up.
Oh my gosh.
Still love her and her.
So the
Thanks.
best year of our.
Oh.
Sorry.
What are you drinking now, Sean?
I made another bee sting. So I started with a bee sting with gin, like it calls for. Then Sean made a gold rush, aka Sean's writing juice. If you look at the menu,
That one looks really good. Sean's
That did
writing.
look really good.
Yeah.
great, and it's easy. It's like 3 ingredients, boom. So then we went back to the bee sting, except with bourbon this time because I ran out of gin.
Guys, it's true. At 5 o'clock, when Con and I are writing, we write from 3 to 6. We try to. At 5, he will stop and go to the kitchen and disappear and come back and be like, "Sorry, I had to get my writing juice."
Oh,
I'm-
perfect.
So cute.
I'm incredibly impressed that you guys consistently write from 3 to 6. That is like, that's wonderful.
Hold on.
No, sir.
No.
We are, you wrote 4 pilots
What?
in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but then I stopped. Then I was like,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
more.
Good. That sounds
You're
exhausting.
like, I did the work of a full year.
Yeah.
I'm done. That's amazing.
You need to
And
relax.
the first hour changes
2020 again.
backgrounds,
Right, sure.
goes and makes a drink.
I'm still wildly impressed.
Thank
That's
you.
all
We'll
I'm
take
saying.
the compliment.
Yeah, good. Please do. Please take the compliment.
What are you drinking?
Gabe's writing and Sean and Sinead's writing. When are we doing these?
I mean, I'm ready. I got a whole crew ready. I got locations scouted. I'm just waiting for anyone to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Tom, who's joining us?
Oh, this is Wyatt.
Look at his baby.
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Wyatt, how was your prom?
Right. He's a prom. He's a groom in USA real bad. He's like so scruffy and just he doesn't enjoy being on Zoom sometimes. It's all right.
I understand.
Oh.
So cute.
And
The
A little
friend.
fluff.
Hey.
Ask Serena more questions, but she's
Whoa.
What,
Yeah,
what you were
Great.
drinking.
Also, I probably should make dinner myself.
What?
Now, so I can say
I don't know
goodbye.
what angle that cat was just being held at. That was incredible.
He likes to be upside down.
Leaving us.
He's so cute. Why are we
I'm
waiting?
gonna depart now because I'm gonna go make dinner myself.
Okay,
All right.
Tom. Thanks for
Thanks for joining us 7 times.
Yes, this is very fun. You guys are still just black boxes to me. You can to our guests that my video for Zoom isn't working on my end, but you can all see what's happening. So I'll just
Let me go.
pose
I don't want to go to prom. I don't want to go to prom.
Bye, you guys.
Love you, Tom.
Love you guys. Thank you all so much. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
What a delightful coming and going of legends tonight.
Of legends.
True legends. Yeah.
Tom is truly a prom legend.
11 prom.
11 prom.
You went to a what?
11?
Yeah.
That's insane.
How many proms did you guys gonna do?
One.
One.
This is the first one.
I only went to 2 junior proms because my date went to St. John's Prep, the all-boys school, somewhere else. So I went to his prom and my prom. And Bo Burnham was at his prom. And I met Bo Burnham.
What?
That's very cool.
Okay.
Did he tell jokes?
Very cool.
My prom date was like, you should come meet Bo. You're going to be really happy you met him one day. And I was like, okay.
That's not a real thing you say.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not something you say at 7.
That's what I'm going to say every time I introduce Corey to anybody now.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going to be real happy you met
I'd be
Corey. one day.
really glad you met him.
Aww. But that would be true.
It would be true.
Would be. Yeah.
Sinead, did you go to was your school an all-girls school and then like you had like the brother school? No, never mind. Cool. Cool.
Like a
No.
few rounds over.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
don't know how he knew me, honestly. I don't remember, but somehow.
Oh,
Magic. Wow.
Be in your next project is be like, you remember me? We met at prom.
So none of you guys were like forced to go to multiple proms so girls didn't have to go alone?
It never felt like they didn't have to go alone. It felt like heaven when they asked. you
Yeah,
know?
I was not cool enough to be like the filler kid who was like, oh God, please.
A lot of the guys at my school never wanted to go. Like they wouldn't ask the girls. So we would end up going by ourselves, like to all the dances. Prom was different. Prom, they finally showed up. But I feel
Texas,
like most of our dances,
Texas.
none of the guys would ask us. We'd
That
always just be
feels-
like, I guess we're gonna go.
That feels sad for everyone.
I
Yeah.
know.
Why did they not
I
want
had
to
a
go?
great time though at all my dances.
Why did they not want to go? What was the?
I don't know. I guess they thought it wouldn't be fun or something. They were like, it's for girls. Ooh.
Texas. It's the worst.
No. it's not-
Austin's nice.
Austin's nice.
It is. I love
Everybody chatting about.
My senior prom is the only time I ever got asked.
You got asked today.
I was asked to this prom.
Oh.
Just
I was
today.
cutting it close.
You're lucky she said.
Mary Kate, did
Sorry,
you know he was gonna
I had
ask?
better options, so I wasn't.
Wait,
sure.
Sean, tell us about your promposal.
Promposal. Yeah, tell us about
Yeah.
it.
Today,
Yeah.
when I asked you to prom,
Yeah. Tell us about it.
I was like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing later?" And she was like, "Oh, going to prom." And I was like, "Oh, do you need to go to it?" It was very smooth.
That's like straight out of 10 Things I Hate About You. That's
And
like,
I remember I was eating bacon, and he went, "Do you want to go to prom with me?" And I said, "Yes." I thought you'd never ask.
Oh yeah, that
prom puzzle for sure is going viral. Yeah.
Yeah,
God, yeah.
Bacon prom proposal.
Bacon prom.
Where'd Serena go?
That could be the next theme. Bacon prom.
When's the last time people went out for something like a night out, like of?
Oh well, we were gonna go to walk to a gelato place.
We were, yeah. That's walkable.
That's nearby.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, is it open now?
It's open like for
Our favorite froyo place just reopened. You walk in and they like have a screen and they'll like serve it for you and then hand it and then. But
They
honestly,
have, like,
it was
the big-
amazing.
They have like big clear, like thick glass or plastic screens so that there's no interaction. It's really smart.
What's your froyo place? I'm such a little froyo whore. Where's your favorite?
It's called Froyo Life. It's the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
Okay.
There.
Gonna write that down. Remember that.
They got some locations all over. They're great. They're great.
I think they're better than Yogurtland.
Yeah, they're better than Yogurland. I said it. The excitement that I got going to get froyo, I was like, the world is back on track. It's not. For a moment, it felt.
Oh, I have so many memories because Chris and I were in Brigadoon together in college like 3 years ago. And
So, it feels like yesterday because it
yeah,
basically
like
was.
no time ago at all. And after like not most, but some of our rehearsals, we would always go to Yogurtland in Little Tokyo, and it was so fun.
Forgot about that actually. So you just mentioned it now, but
And we
it
would
was.
sing Yogurtland, Yogurtland to the tune of Brigadoon.
Because Brigadoon. Yeah, there you go.
Chris, I just had a memory pop up from Les Mis. It was like 6 years ago. We were in rehearsal, like right now. Chris and I did Les Mis together at La Mirada.
Yeah, we came to see it.
Yeah, we did.
That's the first
Yeah,
time.
I remember that.
Yes.
Mary Kay, I think you guys had just started dating,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's where I met. Yeah, I met Sean. Yeah.
I want to say you came to opening night, right?
Yeah, it was like the big party thing. Chris, you have
Yeah.
such an amazing voice. You have such an amazing voice.
So do you, Kurt.
Sing.
What do I sing?
Singer.
No.
Brigadoon, of course.
I don't even remember the song from Brigadoon that I sang.
Me, you know it.
Mary Kate's ready.
She's like, you can sing it.
Come to
Come
me.
to me then. Yeah.
Tonight.
We got my
That part is gonna be a staple. Yeah, it's really good.
Kiss me good day, darling, my darling.
Yes.
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 Started like 4 octaves too high. Not 4 octaves.
Chris, who were you in Les Mis? Which character? I don't remember.
In Les Mis, I was Combeferre.
I was Koufarak.
I think I was sailor number 1 or 2. I was.
Is either of those guys the better than an opera?
No, we didn't get to sing that part.
No. What
Sorry.
We.
You were the sailor
bring up
in Lovely Ladies. Lovely. You were like the dirty sailor.
I did have a dirty sailor line in Lovely Ladies. I might have been the first.
I cut all that from my Les Mis. The kids that I did it with, I was like, nope, none of that.
Oh yeah, I taught at a summer camp for years, and they would not cut things from shows. Like they were doing like just all of like Miss Saigon, and it's like, oh no, this is bad.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, there's like all the singing that they do. The things that they say are awful. Like they're still in it, but they don't say anything, and they just like are on and off. I'm like, bye, sailors.
Yes.
That's it.
Lovely ladies, bye, and then they're all
exactly.
I did Avenue Q School Edition.
What is that even like?
Yeah, how do you do that?
What's left?
The new play.
Well, they had an ensemble. So I was just part of the ensemble, which would be like what the video screens were in like the Broadway version.
Okay.
And then like other extra things. So I got to like puppeteer the boxes during Purpose.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is purpose.
Yep. But yeah, we obviously did not do the internet is for porn. It was
Weird. Strange.
It changes to me social life is online, which is interesting. So what else did we cut? Oh, we
Doesn't have the
obviously-
same punch, you know?
And what else?
Loud as
What?
the hell you want was probably
Yep,
cut.
yeah, that was not in existence.
Raising my hand. I have 3 things to say. 1, original director of Avenue Q on Broadway, Jason Moore, I believe, went to my high school. 2, not 2, Serena has been singing a musical theater song on Twitter every day since quarantine started.
Yeah, today's 76, 77.
And I don't even know how you 70 songs.
There are even 76 songs.
Insane.
Songs on this playlist.
Beyond. Crazy.
I'm impressed.
3,
Thanks.
for talking
Yes.
musical theater, just have to shout out that Blake did really cool things that I'm going to say the wrong thing about on Deaf West Spring Awakening. You assistant directed, I think?
I what? Say it again.
What did you do? You assistant directed?
Assistant directed.
Associate directed?
Associate direct. Thank you very much.
More important.
That show was amazing. I saw that show. It was incredible.
that show was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
Blake,
you.
I got to see that on Broadway.
You did?
Oh, cool.
I did.
Wow.
Incredible.
Blake got to go to the Tony.
That's the one I saw. Yeah. Oh.
I did. It was awesome. But I was singing music theater on Twitter every day. That's pretty spectacular.
Oh, thanks.
Have you had to learn new ones, or are they all ones that you've been able to pull out of your repertoire?
Well, I do just like a snippet, so like anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute and a half.
That's impressive.
And there have been a couple that like I've kind of known but have had to learn. But a
Your
lot
musical
of them
theater
are
book
ones
is
that I just, like,
substantial.
I was about to say, like, are they all in your book? Like, what is
Are they in your book? Like,
No.
yeah, it's
No,
just like
I
a
just-
stack of this thick.
That's such a weird, deep cut musical theater joke for anyone who's like, what's in your book? Is so niche.
Nothing's got A on her.
Yeah, Serena, that's truly incredible.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps me sane. It keeps me like something to do every single day. It's also sad to keep track of the days. When I hit like 75 the other day, I was like, 75 days we've been doing this? Cool, cool. But no, it's
Yo!
yeah.
Hello.
What's up, everybody? I can't hear a damn thing.
Oh,
No, I haven't. Now, it turns out the volume was down. I don't know if you young people know about iPads and volume, but this one was down.
What's an iPad?
I can see everyone though, which is great. It's really good. Everyone who doesn't know, this is my girlfriend Heather.
Hey.
Hi, Heather. Nice to meet you. Prom here.
Having me at your prom.
Yeah, so this is a very new experience for me because I only ever went stag to prom. So this is my first ever date to prom. It's very exciting.
Oh. To be because we are
We're
quarantined
quarantined
together.
together.
Yeah. Just kidding.
How are you guys?
Perfect.
What's life like?
How are
Tell
you?
us about prom.
Well, what do you mean? Life's fine. Everything's perfect.
Everything's great. Everything's good. Everything's
Yeah,
good.
have you not been reading the
It's
news?
basically okay.
The newsletter that I put out every day saying everything's fine. Go back to business.
It's weird. Can you
That's
send me out the email list for that? Yeah.
Yeah, I can add you guys to it. Oh, we actually, I also forgot we have to step up our game slightly. So we do have this ability. Does that make it more festive?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That makes you a lot better.
78%.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks. It hurts my thumb because I have to like keep clicking the thing.
Is that Tim? I feel like maybe we have the exact same ring light. Are you
Yes.
doing the? I'm gonna see if I can do the same thing, right?
Wait.
Ooh.
Yeah. There we go.
Wait. You bought the
It's a
Amazon-
party, baby.
You bought the Amazon Basics self-taping ring.
That's what I'm talking about, my friend.
Yeah, that was the John right there.
Is the song we're on right now.
What is?
You're wondering. We're on to the 80s, everyone.
Yeah,
What's the song?
Just Like Heaven.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Who's
I
that? The Cure?
love this.
I already had an 80s prom playlist on my Spotify, so I just copied over like a quarter of it. It was very easy.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody. I miss you all already. Happy day.
Oh, Blake, it was so good to
We'll
see
head
you.
off.
Happy
prom.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
So fun.
You guys heading out too, Kurt?
Yeah, we'll head off
Yeah, we're
too.
gonna
Yeah.
have to. Good to see you guys. Maybe we'll join
We
later.
love you guys.
Love you. Love
Happy
you guys.
prom.
Happy prom.
Happy prom.
Happy prom.
Happy
prom.
Tim, do you have any good proms?
My senior prom was on my birthday, which was extremely uncomfortable. And I wasn't like
Happy birthday recently.
Yeah, happy birthday. When's your
Happy
birthday?
belated birthday.
Thank you. June 1st. This prom is not on my birthday. That prom.
Coming up though.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, me and Will. Me and Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. We've already discussed it. He's going to change because he's too young and I'm old. So
Great. Reverse.
it's mine. I was first.
You were the first
I had
person
June.
born on June 1st. So
Yeah, I had June 1st first.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I didn't have a date to prom because I wasn't like well liked or normal in high school. So I like when the only person I asked was the girl. The only person I asked was a girl that I had a crush on since 3rd grade who had shot me down literally once every year from 3rd grade to senior year of high school. But I grew enough spine to ask her in senior year of high school, and I just screamed at her one day in gym like, "Hey, go to the prom with me!" And she said no because she already had a date, and it was like 3 days before prom. So long story short, I had already also decided that I was going to wear a kilt to prom, which makes you a very unpopular person.
That's the best. I think that's the best. I love it.
But the thing that happened, so I get to prom and, you know, I'm stag and I'm hanging out, but like I ended up hanging out a little bit too much with like one of the chaperones who was my history teacher who I thought was cool. And so we hung out for the most part. And like I tried to like really get on his level because like we were into the same music or something. But at one point they like called me onto the floor like, "It's Tim's birthday. Let's let him dance like in the middle of the floor."
No.
So like
That's mortifying.
thank you. So here's
my
the
gosh.
thing. Here's the truth is I didn't know it was mortifying until my mom found out like the following day and was like, "What did they do?" I'm like, and I was like, "Oh, you know, it was cool. Like everybody was like laughing with me." And she was like, "No." So truly, yeah, one of the harshest nights of my life. Yeah.
We have guests.
Hello, happy prom.
Happy
Oh, thank you. I put on my prom dress for you.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
This is actually the prom dress that I wore to my senior prom,
Oh,
which is not untrue because I did not attend my senior prom.
How's it going, guys? Good to see you.
Hello. Brendan's just advertising.
I'm always a walking man.
Yo, what's up?
How's everyone's Friday night?
So good.
So good.
You guys
I'm
have
enjoying
any-
the Bixby.
Yeah.
Yo,
Ooh.
this bee sting. What is this one called again, Sean? Is this the Johnny crowdfundo?
Yeah.
No.
The bee-
Everyone brought their cat to prom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You brought two.
That's right. That's right. Sorry.
Whoopi, an American Whoopi reference.
It's so good.
No.
Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Ashley and Brendan, do you have any fun prom stories? Ashley, you said you did
Or dance
stories, yeah.
I did not go to my senior prom because it was on a boat. And I was afraid of getting trapped on it and not being able to leave when I wanted to.
I had a friend whose bar mitzvah
That's
was on a
fair.
boat, and it was a nightmare. You couldn't leave. It was awful.
That is so fair.
I did go to my junior prom, and it was junior senior prom. So I mean, I did go to a prom, and it also wasn't fun, which is why I didn't care. about senior year.
Yeah.
On a boat.
It wasn't on a boat junior year. It was at some fancy hotel in San Francisco. But also I went to an all girls high school. So like 8 girls brought their boyfriends and the rest of us just danced with each other.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, but you were all posting your prom photos with like boys and I was like, what is that? What is that?
That was the only time that happened to me once. That was it. The boys were not after me in high school, that is for sure.
And look how things have changed.
Fine.
Look at
Did you? I never heard about your prom.
I need Gabe to do this. Gabe, can you do your light, please?
Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
Thank you.
Here we go.
I went to, my prom was at this hotel on the Charles River in Boston. And then the next year I went to Boston University and they had accepted too many people. Thank you for that.
They overfilled their.
Yeah, now I realize that reflects badly on me because they probably shouldn't have me, but they did. So they bought 2 of the hotels nearby and one of them was the hotel that we had our prom at and they just converted them to dorms.
Wow.
So did you dorm in your
No,
prom
I
building?
didn't, but like I knew people who just lived where I.
Oh man.
And what did the
Weird.
ballroom become?
I don't
Whose
know.
room was the ballroom?
The ballroom.
Yo, Van Wilder, bro.
Best dorm on campus? The ballroom.
It was a super duper
casino,
senior.
basically.
Yeah, it was someone who stayed on for like 2 extra years.
Yeah.
As a senior.
His 5th years. He was doubling as a janitor for the dorm.
Right, there you go. Oh man.
Did you go to prom?
I'm sure I did.
Okay, great.
How could you not remember the most memorable night of your life?
No.
It sounds like he did a lot of drugs, which is also not true. Like, yeah, I probably went to prom. Well, I don't remember.
I just hung out in hotel ballrooms. I'm sure there was a prom there or something.
I was sweeping up, baby.
I don't know, man. I was on boats all the time. Like maybe there was a prom happening, maybe there wasn't.
Gabe, I feel like everywhere you go, a prom breaks out.
Oh God. I mean, like, I can't help it, man. Maybe people are dancing. Maybe there's music.
He's always on boat.
Maybe they're all teenagers.
Maybe they're all teenagers. It's weird. My life is weird.
Maybe I make one a king and one a queen. Who knows?
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Maybe I make Tim dance in the middle of everything.
I signal out one child every time, and I go, "It's your birthday dance."
The kid in the
Truly
kilt.
would be the most cool thing. Yeah, I spent the next like 5 years unpacking that act because I was just like, oh God, I was Carrie and I didn't even know.
Whoops.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Sometimes you Carrie, sometimes you're Christine, the car who kills people.
I mean, the question is, did they all laugh at you?
That's right.
They-
But I thought they were laughing with me.
Ah, yes.
That was the
Did
fear. That was the
anyone
problem.
die?
Yo, but honestly,
But
the
with
funniest thing,
him.
I was there. I was taking photos before prom, like you do, because we all took a bus, like, you know, with all the couples, and I was by myself. And I had my friend's
Did you
little
drive
sister.
the bus?
I didn't know. We're like, oh, the driver's like sick. Can you like drive the bus?
Hey man, you don't have anyone here with you, right?
Hey, what if you wore this hat? Like,
You have a commercial C license?
Doesn't really go with my kilts.
yeah, but the girl, the little sister of one of my best friends throughout school was like, why didn't you ask me? I would have gone with you. I'm like, God damn it, why didn't you tell me this a month ago? So I had a pity invite right at the last minute. Or a pity date.
Where is she these days? What is she up to?
She's married. She lives in New York City with her 3 children and a very rich husband who helped design the Freedom Tower in New York City. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Oh.
Wow.
Could have been you.
Could have been me.
You could have designed the Freedom Tower.
If one could have done differently.
Hey, Tim did
Behind every
submit
strong
the
man
design.
is a strong woman.
That's right. And a taller building.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anybody win like a superlative or anything?
Yeah, because there was 80 kids in my graduating class, there was like everyone gets a superlative, fuck it. And so I got most likely to be on Broadway because I was the theater kid in my grade. It was like lowest common denominator choice.
Hey, Gabe, are you now older than your dad was when he won his Tony?
I believe I'm around the same age, which is horrifying. Which is sad for me.
Babe, is your dad Alan Greenspan?
Yes.
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 let's say yes. For the purposes of this prom, yes, he is.
I would also like to add, while I'm just being mean to my friends, on an unrelated note, everyone was gasped when you said there were 80 people in your graduating class, and I'd like to say there were 28 girls.
That's lower than Chris's. Chris was like 50.
Yeah, mine was
and so we also all got superlatives. And mine, I was really mad about the girl who got Best Actress, who is, by the way, a personal trainer now. But I got most sarcastic.
Oh,
cool.
Well,
hell yeah.
Well, Ashley.
Shoe fits.
See, we had like very like alt kind of titles to our things, like Teacher's Worst Nightmare and like Best Butt. We had like all those weird because it was like the mid to late 90s.
Ooh,
But
kilt.
yeah, fullest kilt. But mine was I was up for class clown, which I friggin' wanted so bad. I was up for best hair, which now I have very little of, and I was up for most original, which I had won in 8th grade, and I repeated and won again senior year, most original. It's like most well-meaning weirdo.
But that's cool because it's hard to stay original for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, everybody knows
you did it.
You gotta reinvent yourself every day.
Yeah, people thought you'd fall into a loop, but no, man, you kept it going.
Every
Being
day.
original.
Best dress. I won best dress.
Ooh.
Wow.
And now look at all your fashion work.
With what?
What?
What was it, Sinead?
Very boringly dressed. The girl who won best dressed in my year. No, not you.
We had uniforms, so we did not do a best dress. I'm like, that girl sucks. No, they still had to be black or white, actually. Shoes. You were
Also,
allowed to wear shoes.
I looked it up on Wikipedia, Ashley, and because it has this information. My father was 30 when he won his Tony Award, so I'm still in the clear.
Told me he was in his 20s.
I'm good. No, just out, just passed.
But how
Got
many
married in his 20s.
pilots has your dad?
Solidly. Yeah.
What did he win a Tony for?
He won Best
Broadway
Actor
show.
for Jerome Robbins' Broadway.
Wow.
I know.
Wait, they named a play after the place?
Yeah. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? And then it won a Tony. Idiots.
Okay, seems a little fixed.
You could win a Tony this year, because this year for the Tonys, I think they're replaying Sound of Music.
I was gonna say, I think competition is slim. This is my year.
This Zoom conference actually is really running.
This is it. Yeah.
We're gonna submit this.
Yeah, it's a greasing one.
These are the Tonys. Congratulations.
Oh my god.
This is my jam.
Yeah, we're gonna win a belated Tony for Solid Squad now.
Oh, thank God. I can't wait. That'll be great.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Corey's gonna make it happen somehow. I have full faith in Corey getting us a Tony for that show.
Right?
Oh yeah, I think the eligibility is like real flexible this year.
Yeah, I mean, so far they're just canceled. So like, why not just give us one?
I mean, I saw it.
It's
I
not
could
like someone else is
legitimately
gonna
be
take
a
it.
voter.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, we have one vote.
Yeah, I vote.
I mean,
I
it
vote.
was in New York. I feel like that's what right here.
All
Done.
we need.
Oh my gosh, thanks, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah, Serena should 100% get a Tony for the Twitter homage.
Thank you.
Exactly.
You know what? Let's just give out the Tonys right now.
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, great.
Let's do it.
Y'all, everyone watching thought this was a prom. This is the Tony Awards.
You didn't give out Tonys at your prom?
Did not everyone get a Tony at your prom? That's so weird.
I mean, I didn't go senior year, so I missed them, but it happened.
Tony time. Everybody.
Brennan doesn't remember because he was such a drug addict.
He got a Tony, like maybe, I don't know.
Probably a few.
I got,
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
I'm trying to think if there was any awards. I mean, we did have a prom court, obviously, right? When does the prom court end? It's King
We
and Queen?
did not. So it's not.
Yeah,
on
we
this.
We did not either.
Oh, well,
Team, but I don't really.
There were a total of like 50 girls there and like 6 men.
okay. Well, then you wouldn't have
And none of them were
You can only
kings. They
be
were
a
all princes at best. Boys.
Jack of prom.
Jack
End
of prom.
Was that a thing? Was that really a thing? Was there a Jack of prom?
I don't
You're
think
like,
so.
we looked at the cards.
Yeah. We named
This is
it.
your award.
Yeah, we named someone for everything, and there's a Joker of prom.
You are
Was it
the H of
the
prom.
hearts of prom?
Yes, I love it. A 2 of spades of prom.
Yeah.
That'd be rough. No one wants to be like the 3 of clubs of prom. Like that's a real rough.
Yo,
I feel like I was the 3 of clubs of high school.
if your date was the Deuce 7 offsuit of prom. That's a joke for all my poker heads out
I
there.
was gonna say.
That's a-
What a niche joke. I love humor that's just like only for a couple of people.
yeah, baby.
Oh man.
Original right there.
Yeah, but that is an original joke.
Not funny, but original.
No.
Not a class clown. By no means a class clown, but original. as
Oh
well.
God, no. Give that to the meanest kid in high school.
Of course they did. That's what class clown meant. Class clown was like you ruin
Cruelest.
people's lives.
Yes. Cruelest jerk. Look at those teeth.
Vampire prom.
Oh,
What
God.
song is on? Is it Monster Mash?
Basically.
Give us a romantic song.
I have.
And I've always wanted to like do an 80s prom scene with this song. It's just so good. And I don't think it's been done yet.
What's the song?
Promise. by
Oh
Wendy.
yeah, it's got prom in the name.
Yes, it does.
Great.
All right, well, team, it's my dinner time, so I'm gonna
Okay,
head
well,
out. But happy prom, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good to see you.
Bye,
Take care. Love you guys. Have
Where
fun.
are you going for prom dinner?
Oh God, I don't like Panda Express probably.
Excellent.
I don't know. Hard to say. That feels promy, right? Like
does.
post prom dinner.
And you're like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah, for
gosh,
sure.
we're in our formal wear.
Like, oh my God, that's so silly that we're all here like wearing this. It's crazy.
So orange chicken or what?
Let's get it. Beef and broccoli? Broccoli beef? Okay. So you broccoli beef? Okay. Bye.
Bye, Gabe.
Wow, that was quite an exit.
What an exit. What a guy.
Wow.
That's how you gotta. That's how you gotta
Wow.
bounce out of a.
It's a good
Shout
way to
beef
go.
and broccoli, bite and go.
Guys, we're hitting our
Okay.
last hour of Shipwrecked Prom.
Only one left.
Only one
Oh,
left.
is this the after party?
1 hour left.
No.
I'm gonna go now too.
Okay, bye, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Bye.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Very happy for you.
Great summer.
Have a great summer.
Happy prom.
Prom, Corey.
Oh,
Yeah. Here's. We're on Footloose on the
We're on
playlist. So.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone else can hear music except me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the music, but that's
Fine. We have it playing on our phone very quietly.
I'm gonna throw it on.
oh, cool,
Oh,
cool,
smart.
cool. Okay.
If you
Oh
want.
yeah.
Has
good
anyone
call.
else had like an Instagram live shut down because the music copyright kicks in?
Oh shit.
Oh.
It's happened to me twice now.
Yeah, happens to
But
me
they're
all.
like, you
man.
can't play this
Please
music.
stop.
And I was like,
Are we sure it's copyright? And they're not just like, please
we
stop.
don't like your music.
Please don't.
That's
I
great.
have. That seems like a thing I would have done after prom. But
Oh.
no,
I have.
I didn't eat anything.
Yeah, there wasn't an IHOP near us though.
Oh. I
After
didn't.
my friend's wedding last year, we went to In-N-Out. That was fun.
That
Yeah,
is
nice.
perfect.
Yeah.
In-N-Out is always appropriate.
In-N-Out is really great.
Yeah.
Mm.
I hosted a sleepover after the junior prom that I went to. I had a few friends over because again, we had no dates. And we stayed up and watched a movie. I don't remember what,
All I
but
ever want to do anyway.
But I
We
also
did the
remember
same
that
thing.
like my mom wanted me to host that party so that I didn't go to an after party where people might have been drinking or offered me a drug.
Drug.
See, somehow.
And then you ended up with that guy.
One drug, please.
This drug addict. Yeah.
right.
One drug.
Somehow
He's high
we
right
ended
now.
up-
I had a drug, and look what happened.
I took one of the drugs.
I'm the guy your mom warned you about.
That's right.
We ended up taking a party bus out of New Jersey, where I grew up, into New York City, and we went to a bar in Little Italy and got drunk as 17-year-olds. Like
It's
they,
New York.
we just,
they don't card. It's fine.
we walked into a restaurant, children, and they just
They were in suits.
Yeah,
They were in suits.
kind of.
They
I think
knew.
I was in a kilt, but we were in Little Italy. We walked into this restaurant, and the
Right.
waiters just came up and like, "What booze would you children like?" And we were like, "Oh, just your strongest."
Just
The,
your strongest.
the first time in my life I ever got drunk, I was in the Little Italy of San Francisco.
That's a good place to go.
That's a
The
good
Italians
place.
love
Big
getting
wine.
children inebriated.
Well, but think about it. In Italy,
Oh,
you know, first of all,
And
you
what
don't
is-
have to get drunk in Italy.
and what
But
is
kids
Italy?
drink wine.
What is Little Italy? But Little Italy. It's just like regular Italy. but
And we
small.
were little.
I
We were
think
tiny. Thank you. We were tiny children.
I
So
think you drink
we
to get
got-
drunk in Little Italy.
In Little Italy, yes.
I
But
don't remember what
culturally,
we were all
in
just
Italy.
ordering like whatever cocktail existed that children
Oh,
could
and you don't
drink.
know what to drink when you're 17.
Yeah,
You're like,
we were
I'll
just
have
like-
the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have the Shirley Temple with extra Shirley? Like, let me get 2 cherries in that. But we got super drunk, and then my friend Al vomited so hard on the bus
Oh
that
no.
the bus driver wanted to kick us out on like the Henry Hudson Parkway or on like the West Side Highway or something. She was like, she pulled over and she was like, "You're all out of here! Like, get out of the bus!" You're like, "You're gonna leave us on the West Side Highway? Like, are you crazy? You can't."
We're
do that."
drunk children.
We're children. So we ended up getting all the way home, and then we all slept at Ryan Aberbat's house, and then we woke up the next morning. We drove 3.5 hours to Wildwood, New Jersey.
Oh,
We would continue to drink for 2 more days.
What?
Yeah, it was
Tim.
terrible.
Wow.
It was a bad idea.
I was not a drinker at the time of prom. I'd never had a drink.
Me
I don't
either.
think.
Yeah.
I was at the time, like my man down here, Brendan. I was at the time. I was a drinker.
So many drugs.
I was a drinker and a drug dealer. I didn't know at the time that drinking and smoking the Chiba would lead to vomiting every time.
Oh,
So I did.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
kids that are in the chat.
don't do that,
It's
kid.
a
No,
good-
don't.
do
You'll
that.
end up like
Life
me.
lesson, Tim.
Yes, Mary Kay?
My neighbor, as in like the person who lives across the hall, just texted me, "Whatever is happening over there is too effing cute."
Aww.
Dancing in
You know,
his hair.
so funny she can say.
Hey, Tia.
That's great. Hi, Tia.
Yeah.
Oh, you look great. I've been enjoying your Instagram stories.
Yes, you're so beautiful.
Yeah, you look gorgeous. Oh my god.
Thanks.
That's the
Oh.
good.
Try to bake 1 loaf of bread and accidentally make 6.
Whoa.
Okay.
Fire spell?
They're like gremlins. If you get moisture on them, they just populate.
Yeah.
That's what I found. I like wasn't paying attention in one moment, and all of a sudden I had 6 loaves of bread.
They're like Bebe's kids.
Freeze bread, right?
You can, which is my only saving grace right now. I'm just trying to see how much space I have in the freezer before I start contacting my friends and doing like distanced drops of bread.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, I'll
Yeah,
take
I
bread.
know.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'd be very thankful for it.
Yeah,
Sorry?
Hit us with your prom stories.
Oh yeah.
Prom stories. Okay, so my I have some complicated prom stories because I was homeschooled, but then in my junior and senior years,
It was just you.
So this
Go with the broom.
I was enrolled at the high school so that I could go to the community college for free. but I never went to the high school. So I didn't go to prom because that sounded like a terrible time. I knew literally one person in that entire high school.
That's a good
And so I didn't go. And then when we came to LA, I did throw a prom, which is very on brand for me as a first AD. I had younger siblings who were homeschooled, and they all had actor friends who were also homeschooled, and so we like rented out a restaurant and like got like a photo booth and a red carpet and a DJ. And
We should have hired you for this.
It was actually the same year as Snow Party.
Cat prom.
Yeah, so I threw that. So I went to that, but technically I was a chaperone because I was a little older. I have been background on multiple TV proms.
That's the same.
I mean,
So
it's
fair.
different, right? You're just standing around a lot.
I have actually that's my.
You had in high school forever. That's great.
I'm telling you.
No, when you're in the background. What's your like?
School from?
Oh, there was that.
I was in the Thundermans. I was in the Thundermans prom, which is a Nickelodeon show about superheroes.
I was in the Dawson Creek prom.
Whoa.
My first television credit.
I see. Nice.
Oh,
Hey, Sean.
Cannot believe it.
You can see, I get very excited. You can see a lot of this elbow. It's pretty great.
But remember that elbow.
Find
my
elbow.
elbow.
Which I assume is covered.
No, not in one scene.
Wow, short sleeve prom.
I had to buy the ticket to the prom.
Oh,
And then I went
with
where it killed.
that elbow. You had
Show
2
the
days.
elbow. This is how I buy tickets.
Now I just get in.
That's
how I press
This is how
elevator
everything
buttons
happens now. Yes. Ahead of my
Fair.
Hey everybody, we have to go. We have another Zoom call, not a prom.
Excuse us.
This is another formal event, though. I have a probation hearing at Zoom at 8:10, so I have to go. It was so good to see you, everybody.
Who are you?
Love you all.
Thanks for the
Bye.
prom. Lovely to meet you.
Bye.
Bye. Serena, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a modified Nevermore.
Nice.
I didn't have everything, so I made do.
I did a similar.
It's very good. I love it.
Did you guys like make it up? Mary Kate found that one. Okay.
No, it's from Half Baked Harvest, my favorite recipe, lady.
Yeah,
It's actually originally called the Deathly Hallows cocktail. She has like a full Harry Potter line of beverages.
Ooh.
I like that we co-opted it. Yeah.
What?
I like that we co-opted it for this. It's very
Yeah, I was wanting something spooky. She also has a golden snitch cocktail, which looks really good. So.
You guys, man, the butterbeer at the Lockhart in Toronto is
Yes.
so truly.
I want to go so bad.
My
Yeah,
God.
you should. And I hope they're doing
Also,
okay.
Storm Crow Manor had great butterbeer.
Oh, yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
So fun.
I love Toronto.
We went to this place. Yeah, we went to this place in Toronto that we just like. I think some people were like, "You guys should check out Storm Crow Manor. Like, you'll love it." And we were like, "Okay." It's this huge mansion, and every room is like themed differently. And there's like a Twin Peaks room and a Game of Thrones room. We sat in the Blade Runner room, and it's just like nerd paradise. It was amazing.
Yes. Yes.
And then is it a bar or a restaurant or a place to
It's a
just
restaurant.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, but they do drinks, and like we got infinity shots. So anytime somebody like ordered one of the special drinks, like they would play like Thanos' voice
Theme
over
music.
the loudspeaker, and like bring it.
Like a whole thing.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was.
all different colored and they were smoking and did they taste different? I don't remember, but it was really fun.
It was
I don't know.
And they had like a Darth Vader drink that they would play like Darth Vader saying something in the Imperial March when somebody ordered it. And it was just so fun. It was so
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
You're outside?
Yeah, you guys remember outside?
Yeah, going places. Wow.
What a
Meet
concept.
people? Wild.
I wonder when I'll be on a plane again.
Ooh, it's gonna be weird. So like, unnatural feeling. Like,
It's already weird watching shows where people who don't know each other just like run up and start like hugging, or people shake hands.
Or like
They're
a
"No."
handshake.
I miss
We were
that
just
though.
watching something where someone did like a hand like kiss, and we were like, "You can't put people's hands in your mouth."
What are you thinking?
and you became Southern.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he like
I did get the
scene is like, ooh, we will just watch the movie where they go to a bar, and I was like, no, don't go in there.
Everything's a horror movie now.
Yeah, that's true. So true.
We also
Okay.
recently watched Ready or Not, and like, yeah, we'll still be running around giant mansions murdering each other. Like that,
Thank goodness.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Time.
not a lot.
While we're murdering each other, there will be hand sanitizer in every room.
Oh yes.
Yep,
for sure.
Sanitize.
Yes, don't forget to sanitize.
There'll be more distance shooting and less stabbing.
Less in the face stabbing.
Yeah.
You're only allowed to die via murder, not via plague.
Yeah. If you're gonna stab someone, you have to stab them in the back. So if they aspirate, it's away from you.
Uh-huh.
No droplet.
Distance murder.
This makes
Wow.
cut your own hair. Your hair looks so cool.
Kim. Gorgeous.
I get overwhelmed with all the questions.
We're our
There we
parents.
go.
now. Ah, what?
Hello. That was a fun surprise. Hi.
That's great. Did you do it yourself?
Thank you. I did. I think you can kind of tell.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean not from here.
So good.
Yeah.
From here.
Incredible.
Thanks. Yeah, I've been trimming the sides by myself this whole time. I'm not doing anything with the top because I don't know what I would do. I'm not a hairdresser.
Oh
So-
God. Same. Mine actually just goes on forever. Actually. So much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be me soon. Eventually, they'll be
Yeah.
able to like tie it back or something. That'll be fun. But
There you go.
then,
Kim, I'm sorry. Were you waiting for like 10 minutes? I'm so
no. I tried to join, and then my pizza finally got here, and then I decided to stop trying to join.
Oh.
And I brought a pizza to prom, you guys, because
I
I
had pizza for dinner.
We're moving into the after party, so that checks out.
Yeah.
yes, I'm an after party person.
For those of you who don't know, Kim asked me to prom, so Kim and I are dates right now.
Oh, that's very cute.
Give me a corsage.
I did.
Oh,
Wow.
The real one.
That is so
Yeah.
sweet.
Date to prom.
This is my prom day.
Oh, that's a pretty good prom date.
Always in forever.
John gave me.
We're also dating.
Oh, yay! Yeah, it's origami. It's not real flowers.
That looks amazing.
Gorgeous.
It'll live
Thanks.
forever then.
It'll live forever.
Yeah,
Other
absolutely.
gift corsages are basically just like a pile of mulch by the end of the night.
The first corsage I ever bought turned to goo before I got to the dance.
Oh, that vortex.
What? I have questions.
I did too. with those
Pour
corsage.
it out.
You guys want to know the best thing here, though? Sorry, real quick.
No, go
Yeah.
for it.
Oh God, what have I done? Anyway, this is not real makeup. It's a filter.
Oh my god, I was gonna say your makeup was so good.
How did you do it?
I wasted
Ta-da!
time.
Whoa.
that's insane.
How do you do it?
Well, this is mustache isn't real, so
I
No,
figured.
this is a filter.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's Snapchat filter, called Snap
Oh.
Camera, and it's got some good fun stuff. Let me tell you.
Wow.
I never would have guessed.
I
It
know,
was
right?
like,
Yeah.
Isn't it so good? It's like better than I could do it. So I was like, oh, this is so much easier.
Great. And it's like tracking you so well.
you do
It's
your own
amazing,
hair,
right?
You've become a makeup genius.
Oh my
and
gosh, this is how they're gonna replace makeup artists on film sets and social distance.
Oh God.
I really like you walked in. It was
No.
like,
Except, look at this.
this looks so good.
It gets.
That'll be fun because I was gonna say when people try to kiss, then
Okay.
their mouths.
Can't anyway.
Yeah.
But we can't do that anymore.
It doesn't matter.
Did you guys hear like weeks ago? The first thing that I heard about going back into production was a soap opera in Australia. and
Yes,
there
I read about this.
measures that we're putting in place, and they're like, there were some like things like the crew is going to be reduced and people are going to be wearing masks. My favorite thing that they said was that they were going to keep the actors 6 feet apart, but like use camera tricks to make it look like they were closer together.
I mean, it'll work fine in the close. You can't really get a wide, but I think about soaps. Like, there's a lot of like people entering from either side of a large room.
Right.
And then close.
You just have to write all your scripts to be like really dramatic.
Yeah.
And clearly, everyone should just be hiring real couples, and then you can still have romance.
Romance.
Hey, where'd you come up with that idea?
Yeah, smart.
A good
Yeah, no, and that Australian show was also keeping them in like 3 different sections that don't have their stories overlap, so that if one of them goes down, they can still keep shooting the other 2 storylines.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little morally bankrupt, but it's a business. What do you think? People's lives? Yeah. We're telling stories about probably a bunch of people's doppelgangers. So,
yes.
Doctors, who knows?
Lost twins.
Yeah.
Well, Kim,
Nice.
do you have any fun prom or dance stories? Or
Perhaps surprisingly, I went to prom. I went to it's junior senior prom at my school, so they're combined. But I went as a junior and as a senior, and I went with friends for junior year, and then senior year I went with my first boyfriend, and it was our second date.
My first or second date.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're
It
like,
was
you'll
fine.
do. I got a prom date now.
Yeah, and I was more like the other way around. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta bring him to prom, I guess. That was fine. But we had a tight group of friends, so like it was more like a group activity anyway. So but yeah, it was fun. But none of us went to any other dance at all in high school. In fact, most people in my high school didn't go to dances. We were really antisocial.
where did you grow up again?
Eugene, Oregon.
Oh, I've been
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very wet.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but my school was actually a decent size. We had about 2,000 students. So, we had like I went to the biggest high school in Eugene, and so our prom was at the Hilton, and it's very by the book. I have no idea if we had a theme. We might have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really
Oh, yeah, I
general.
don't know about that.
Like everyone's like, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah.
Was it the
we
Vivian
definitely-
Nightingale something ball?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh yeah, the Vivian Nightingale Memorial.
Memorial ball.
Realizing.
Is that a thing?
We're trying to decide what to get for food. We're
Oh.
trying.
Oh, definitely food.
Yeah. Just get one of each.
Brendan made burgers
One
tonight.
food, please. I had one drug.
I'll share
earlier.
my pizza with you, except that you can't get it. Never mind. I'll just eat it myself.
I'll take some though, Kim.
Brendan made burgers tonight, and he calls this the Juicy Lucy, which he swears is a real thing, but he puts cheese inside the burger.
Yes, I have had those.
Oh.
Like in the meat.
Yes.
Ah.
And it's melty and
Like
stringy
make the patty around the.
around some cheese.
Oh.
I like that.
Did
It's
I'm not-
delicious.
I'm
but
not sold.
Juicy Lucy is a terrible name. That's me.
Lucy Lucy.
They have
It is.
at some. I've heard that before. I've heard that before.
Starting the 90s?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's definitely my cue to go.
I'm still nothing.
What are we on?
Brendan
Cody,
Googled it and
don't you
it's a
forget
thing.
about me.
It's a real thing.
What song are we on?
It is magnificent
Don't you
invention.
forget about me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, I love this song.
Mm-mm. Nope. Sorry. Tia knows. Sorry.
Get kicked out. Yeah, I think so.
They're really sad. What you gonna go with?
Wait. Oh, your food. Yeah. What are you getting?
Yes.
We're invested now. What are you getting?
Oh.
We're gonna try cauliflower pizza kitchen.
Oh, sounds pretty good.
I haven't tried it. We Lauren recommended it, so give it a shot.
From
Sounds good.
Oh, for a what is? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Where are you getting this cauliflower pizza?
It's called cauliflower pizza.
We're not sure what it's called.
Oh, it's called cauliflower pizza.
I thought you were getting it from California Pizza Kitchen, but like that's what they call their California, like their cauliflower gluten-free pizza. I'm like, that's pretty clever,
That would be.
right?
Well, I guess all the crusts are cauliflower.
That's what we're doing.
They only have
Well,
cauliflower.
that sounds
They
very
have no other
healthy.
toppings.
All you beauties.
You going, Chris?
I'm going. I'm on the East Coast. It's 11:20 here, so I'm winding down for the night. But thanks for this beautiful background. I love it. This prom was
I
wonderful.
don't know how to use Zoom backgrounds because I don't care.
I've had enough Zoom experience in this weird, strange few months that I figured it out. So.
Oh,
thanks for
but-
using. Love it.
Before you go, do you want to see a picture of me at prom?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh God. Yep. See if it'll show. Oh, how do I do this? Oh,
Yeah, there we go. Angle it.
anyway, that's
Whoa.
me.
Is that a Hilton?
How could you tell? Oh my God. I made my prom dress. That probably doesn't surprise any of you.
Cool.
Wow.
You
Ah,
are amazing.
There we go. That's my first boyfriend.
Oh.
And where is he now? What's he up to?
I'm
No
so
idea.
glad I got to see that.
You're welcome.
Facebook is for
But this
spreading right-wing
is
propaganda and checking up on your high school
wonderful.
boyfriends. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I don't know. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. No, he's fine. He's
Probably not. Statistically, he's probably alive.
probably.
I love you guys. Happy
Bye,
prom to everyone.
Oh, don't do drugs.
Don't-
Just
If
only
you're gonna do
one.
it, just do one drug.
Just one
No
drug.
one drug.
One's okay. Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, Tia's got the background now.
I do.
My computer won't let me do it. I think it's too slow. But you get
As you might know from Sean and my writing blog, whenever I try to do a background, it just turns into the genie.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
And
Do it.
amazing.
Okay, we're in space now. That's our prom theme. Our prom theme.
Nice. Is your prom theme
Our prom
soda?
theme is beach.
Oh, nice. You guys are. Oh man, that's the way to do it.
Wait, I'm sorry. I
Cool.
actually
That's the
went to
classic
prom
one.
in San Francisco. So.
That's the classic.
There you
Rich.
go.
Amazing.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Sinead, that's great. So
That's-
how do you do the custom ones?
You hit
That
the-
is terrifying.
You can see Sarah's dress and Sarah's
Ah,
dress.
I don't have on here.
I'm sure you have a poster.
Oh, we're in the 90s now.
Yay. I can't hear it.
Oh my God.
I thought we were already in the 90s.
No,
You know what? I thought it was 2020, but honestly, time's been an illusion for the past few months, maybe. So, like, I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, time doesn't mean anything anyway. Oh God, I didn't think the genie could be worse. But... Oh no, cats.
Sorry.
Did you all know that I was in a community theater production of Cats as a teenager?
And who did you play?
Rumpelteazer.
I knew it. Wow.
I was
And I
gonna
bet
say
it's Rumpelteazer.
Oh no.
Guys, this is my favorite prom movie.
Oh my God. Yes. Excellent. They all die at the end.
Yeah. Perfect prom.
Much like your boyfriend, Kim. Much like your
Allegedly. I mean,
Oh,
don't know. It's probably fine.
Oh.
Ooh, Buffalo Ranch.
I like that you're in Sona now. That's amazing.
That's like super meta.
I'm so sorry. I mean, you might actually still be on that set, so.
Yeah, no, now is
Now-
definitely the time that we wish we had not taken down the Sona set 2 years ago.
Why am I sideways?
Look at you
Yeah.
in between us.
I watched that time lapse video. It seems like it took only a few minutes to put that setup though.
Yeah.
Super fast. Yeah,
It's
it's like a
not-
self-tape.
It's not the time problem. It's all the trips to Home Depot. It's just not safe.
I see.
No, it's the amount of tears we wept trying to get that vinyl wrap to stay on the side
He literally had to cut out the parts for that,
of
which
us
I was
crying.
on the
Oh no.
Oh, my God.
fix it in post.
I saw the Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block when they did their concert reunion. I don't know, their concert together in 2012. It was amazing. It was epic. Jordan Sparks opened for them.
Whoa.
I would work on it by clips.
I never saw Backstreet Boys, but I saw NSYNC when I was in 4th grade.
I wish I had
Okay,
seen
but NSYNC or Backstreet?
NSYNC.
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 I like
But Backstreet Boys' best songs are better than NSYNC's best songs. I said NSYNC. That's weird.
Oh.
And
What's everybody's favorite NSYNC song? Because mine is Girlfriend.
I don't know.
Sean's favorite boy band is the Dave Matthews Band.
We're a man band.
so
okay?
true.
Someone took fun of me for liking NSYNC, and when Celebrity came out, I bought it with my own money as the first thing I bought with my own money.
Space Cowboys.
And Sean was like, you know what? I don't really like NSYNC, but I'm really happy that they're trying something new with this album. And I was like, wow.
Yeah,
Sean
but that's true.
music.
What was the first album you bought, Sean?
Back in the 70s.
Yes, you
I
did.
wouldn't put pressure on you. It's too long.
Sean is trying to tell me he didn't have Crush on this playlist, and you did have Crush on this playlist, and you kept going, it's long, but
Are you talking about Crash Into Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crush.
Crush?
More, right?
Crush Into Me.
Crush it to me.
Crush?
Hey, but that's 2000s, I think. The Mandy Moore.
That's
era.
why it's not.
Yeah.
This song's great.
So great. Never been heard. No.
You could put something up. That'd be funny.
I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry.
In the Dropbox, I'm sure there's.
Great.
Next set of stuff.
It's been so fun.
It's been great. Sarah got me tipsy on these drinks.
Yeah.
Ooh, a Zazzled on moon juice. We haven't seen anybody drink that one yet.
We drank that one.
Wait.
Zazzled on moon juice is the
That's the beast thing.
Oh, it is. Sorry, I kept just calling it the
This
beast
girl,
thing.
you know, I hand her a drink, she just drinks.
I just drink it. I don't know what I'm doing.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
Doesn't know what she's doing.
Sean, what if
Food.
Dave just walked into your apartment right now?
I'd have so many questions. How did he get a key? Who let him in?
Why is he not social distancing?
Why doesn't he have a guitar?
Where
How
is
are
his
we
wine?
gonna jam together?
Guys, we had the Dreaming Tree. The Dreaming Tree is Dave's winery.
As
And-
you all know.
As you all know. And we had the Pinot Noir, and it was bad. And
bad.
that made me.
That's rough to hear.
No.
Look at Ashley and Brent's background. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What
I can't see that.
You guys, you know, my photos came up the other day. We
Oh,
wrapped a party 2 days ago, 4 years ago.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
Oh my God. 4 years.
Ashley, I arrested you 4 years ago.
Oh.
And I'm still rotting in jail.
Yeah, is always our cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every project we have, the cop in it.
I wasn't supposed to be though.
Typecast is up. What a guess.
Someone else was supposed to be the cop for Poe Party.
Were they? Oh, were they? It
It was,
Yeah.
no, they weren't. It was always
was
Tia.
always Tia.
You wrote that part for you too.
Yeah, I wrote that part.
We had your mind.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's downloading everything because it's syncing to everything that's from that folder.
God, that house.
That would be a cool place to
Is
have
this the entire second episode behind you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
I love it.
Whatever I had on my computer, because I put some of this episode into my reel.
Yeah, that's funny.
As you should.
Yeah. I was gonna ask what everybody's gonna do for the weekend, but weekends aren't real.
I have
every
some
day's a
friends
weekend.
who are staying distance and staying in their own cars, and we're caravanning from Burbank down to Orange County, and we're gonna pick up some pastries.
How fun.
That's fun.
That's awesome.
We're getting kolaches, which I've never had.
That's so cool.
Hey, there's a bakery, a gluten-free bakery in Santa Barbara that we like, and we were thinking like, why don't we just go there?
Yeah, traffic will be light.
Yeah.
Not as light as
The
you
longer
want.
you wait, the heavier traffic will get. It's me.
We'll get a little change of
Hey,
We'll look at different
ooh,
trees.
different trees.
so sassy. Has to accuse everyone of murder, including me, apparently. I saw it in the comments.
Yes.
I glanced at the chat.
Of the murder of her first boyfriend at prom.
That would be a lot more interesting. I mean, bad. Don't do murder.
Don't do murder.
Don't do murder.
Well, I think we're gonna go too because we're on the West Coast, and so it's almost my bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
for
for having
coming.
us. Thanks for having both of me.
That's amazing.
Both you and one of Brendan.
Enjoy your
Happy promming. Happy after party.
Happy prom.
Safe, guys.
Be safe. Get home by curfew.
Don't drink and drive.
Yes, I'm driving.
Tell me what to do.
Oh, you guys, I had my mom's like digital camera that I took to prom.
Oh yeah.
That's not what happens anymore.
No, I loved my little
Yeah.
little Canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everybody's on their phone.
I had a story a second ago about how much older I am than everybody, and I don't remember what it was now. Oh, the first concerts we went to, I saw U2, the Pop Mart tour.
Oh.
Nice.
Sean's been
Right?
on the kick
You
recently.
know, we were pretty good. I'll say it.
You saw you too?
I did. A few times.
Britney Spears was my first concert.
Hillary Duff was mine.
Nice.
I don't remember my
It
first
was her Metamorphosis tour.
That's awesome.
Very cool. I don't remember my first concert. I know the first concert that I went to by myself was a Jukebox the Ghost concert.
Oh, fun. Sean and Mary Kay love Jukebox the Ghost.
Me too.
Yeah, they're great.
I don't know them.
Did you know they're doing a show right now, this very minute. They're doing a live.
I did hear that, yeah.
What kind of fans are you?
The kind of fans that scheduled a live stream right before they announced when their show was.
That's too bad. I've never been to a concert by myself. Has any of the rest of you done that?
Really fun.
I bet it would be.
So I'm like a really anxious person. So when I go with people, I'm really worried about the people who are with me and whether or not they're okay and taking care of them and are having a good time. And so like when I went by myself, I didn't worry about anybody and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
That is so on brand, Tia.
It is.
I'm the one who like always manages to like sneak in bottles of water and is like smiling at everybody the whole time.
I feel like I'm normally that person too, but like the first time I ever went to like a restaurant by myself was like the worst. So like I don't think I've ever seen a movie by myself.
Really? It's so
Oh,
yeah.
I do that all the time. It's great.
The first movie I saw by myself.
What was it?
Frozen.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was like 5 years ago.
Frozen's the first movie you saw by yourself?
Frozen was the first movie that I saw by myself. I was working, huh?
Like in a theater?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there were only 2 other people in the entire theater.
Whoa.
How is that possible?
I don't know. It was
Well,
very
because the
strange.
original Frozen wasn't necessarily like as big if you went at a certain
Not-
time, I guess.
Not initially.
Right.
I went after work one day. I was working in a technically it was Kringle's Inventionasium. It wasn't a Santa's workshop. It was,
Amazing.
Chris Kringle's Inventionasium, where he invents the toys. So I worked
Amazing.
there, and then after my shift one day, I had to wait for someone to pick me up. So I went and saw Frozen.
I love doing stuff by myself. One time I took myself to Ojai by myself, and I went to this really fancy seafood restaurant, and I took my book, and I went to the maitre d', and I was like, "Hello, I'm here by myself, and I know it's weird, and I'm going to be reading, so you can put me like in the back." And he was like, "Okay." Spent like $100.
It's like, damn, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah. He was like, "I didn't know any of that, but okay." I just felt like I had to explain myself. Yeah.
I used to do that all the time. I got a Kindle many years ago, not entirely because of this, but because it's a lot easier to eat while reading if it's on a Kindle, because you don't have to hold the pages open. And I always take it to restaurants, because I go to restaurants by myself all the time because I'm always single. And I like it because you get all the salsa and chips for yourself.
Oh, that's a good perk.
That is worth
I can't wait until eat in a restaurant again.
Eat in a restaurant.
Oh God, right?
I just miss so many things.
Yeah.
I actually don't really miss going out, but I do miss having my friends.
I miss having the option to.
Yeah, I miss driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last movie we saw in theaters was Invisible Man.
Yeah, you, me, and Sean.
Yeah.
How was it?
I loved it.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
Which is what you want in a horror movie.
So I will not watch it.
Yeah.
I like that feeling. Yeah.
Fair.
I don't, but I do.
I like it in a theater.
No, I get it.
I like it when I'm like home watching. You know, because I feel
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
can enjoy it like at a theater versus like if I watch a scary movie at home.
That makes sense.
And it's in your house.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Especially now when it's so silent. Like I found normally I live on like a relatively busy street. And so pretty much any hour of the day, normally there are cars going past, there are planes flying overhead. Like I just got so used to the noise. And now that it's so quiet all the time, every noise I hear, I'm like, what is that? Where is that? Is that too close? What's happening? It's not good.
Oh no, Frankie in the chat just said the last movie they saw in theaters was Cats.
I'm so
Oh
sorry.
no.
Like I'm so sorry for you.
That's awful.
Did you give up? Is that why you haven't seen any movies in the theaters?
We watched Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It was really good. Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet and I need to watch it so
It's a
bad.
very slow burn, but it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Slow burn.
Ladies.
But
I have to look it up. I don't remember the last thing I saw. I'm looking at the
I
AMC
want the
app.
last little bit of the stream to be like a dance party.
Sarah's gonna just be dancing.
How do we feel about that?
Great. Yeah. Well, if someone blasts the music, well, then we all hear it, and then we can all dance at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were a little warbly, but I was like, I think I know what she's saying.
MK, the way
Cool.
your head is, it looks like you're wearing like one of those party hats, like the little, you know, what are those called?
Like a cloche?
No, like the birthday hat.
Like the cone hats?
Yeah, like
a party hat.
Oh
birthday
yeah.
hat. Not a cloche.
Yeah, a little party hat.
Oh
Sarah,
yeah.
I had a dream that you and I feel like I picked a fight with you in my dream.
Me?
Yeah. I had a dream that I like walked out from somewhere and you were with like one of your alcove friends and you guys were like sitting too close and I was like, you guys are not social distancing. And you like fought with me about it and I was like, I'm so mad at Sarah.
Oh no.
She would never.
Oh my god.
Because you weren't social distancing.
I also had a social distancing dream where Sean, we were all at Disney World and they had just opened back up. I already told you, Sean. And I was in line for something, like a virtual reality thing, and Sean and Mary Kate were at a bar at Disney World, and then someone sneezed in the bar, and everyone got kicked out, and Sean threw a fit.
Wow.
I hate that we were in a fight, even if it was a fake fight. I don't like it.
I'm sorry, Sarah. It made me laugh when I woke up. It's a very silly fight that we got into.
I do have a letterbox. I don't have any lists
Yeah.
though.
I have been having intense social anxiety or social distancing anxiety dreams. That is true.
Wow.
That's not good, but I'm sure it's coming.
I've just had very vivid dreams lately. I had a dream where I was cuddling with someone, and then I woke up and I was happy, but I was also very sad because I could not have physical contact. But it was nice in the dream.
Food.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice.
Yeah.
Y'all, did you know that I moved the day before shelter in place?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot better this way. Cause like,
oh no, better this way. Like I was living with a bunch of people before, and now I live completely alone, which has pros and cons.
but you don't have to always be with those people.
No, my family live like 20 minutes away, and because I live alone, we're in each other's bubbles, and so like they can come over or I can go visit them. But I do live alone, and at this point in the living alone and not working, I have realized that if I spend more than 2.5 straight days physically by myself, things start to go weird, man. Like,
Yeah, I just found out that my roommate's gonna be cat sitting next week, so I'm gonna be alone next week, and I'm like, this is either gonna be great or like I'm very quickly going to get to where you are.
there are pros and cons. I mean, this is like 2.5 months in as well, so it's like
that's fair.
It would be different if I was working or if I were living with somebody at any point. But I've just been living completely by myself in this condo, which has been a time.
We're so close. We should go on a social distancing walk at some point. Just stay on the opposite sides of the street.
Yeah.
Way from across the street.
I actually saw 2 old men doing that. Like in my neighborhood, they were on complete opposite sides of the street and they were like yelling at each other, but it was so sweet. They were like old men. It was very nice.
We should just like call each other and walk across the street.
That's so sad.
No, it's cute and adorable. It is.
Okay.
Making connections.
Great, we'll plan it.
I appreciate your guys' dedication to this.
I have Dungeons and Dragons on my I'm free most of the rest of the week.
Guys, slow down.
Oh my gosh.
Lady Bird.
What song are we on?
Crash into me.
Okay.
I just assume it's been that song playing on loop this whole time.
Yeah. If Sean had his way.
Genuinely good song.
Oh, or as Mary Kate likes to call it, Crush. Totally different Dave song. What? I'm talking about. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Okay, that's good.
Crash in a mirror. Crash in a mirror.
Oh yeah,
I just realized I can have my earbuds in my computer and listen.
We had so many friends on this prom stream.
This is.
Yay!
Are everyone's goals for the rest of their
I'd love to.
quarantine period? Ooh, vibing.
Jade,
Ooh.
I think the playlist is gonna go past 9.
You just will end the live stream, and then I want you to keep listening and feeling those prom feels.
Yeah, we started.
There you go.
Maybe start journaling about it.
Oh, somebody asked what class I play for D&D. I previously played a wizard. I also previously played a cleric. Right now I'm playing a paladin.
Nice. That's what I would play.
Anyone want to
I have
design
never
a
played
character
D&D.
for me?
Huh?
What?
I've
What?
been putting off designing a character for my friends from home. Started an email D&D thing, and years ago, like what was it, like 4 years ago, they started it, and they were like, okay, send us your character, and I was like, this is too much work. But I can still join.
It started.
You should.
4 years later.
I did a thing and I sent it to him, my friend, and he sent it back with notes. And I was like, well, no, I won't be doing this. But I would like to do it. I just don't want to do all the work at the beginning, you know?
You know?
I
Can
mean,
I buy a character somewhere? Is there somewhere?
and I can help you.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing much here. I'm living alone and accidentally making 6 loaves with a friend. So like,
Hey, Doug. Sorry, just someone I know is in the chat. Random?
Here. I can't even see it, Edward.
Oh my God.
You guys, I've been watching
my
Twilight for the first time during quarantine, and it's so wild.
It's wild.
A baseball scene, right?
What a time.
The second movie is a comedy, but they forgot to tell the composer. That's my theory. Is that
I
Twilight
have not watched
Moon
it in
is
so long.
actually a comedy, but they
I like
forgot
it.
to tell the composer, and so the music's really serious. But it's so funny, you guys.
Oh my God. What's even better is the bad lip reading scenes that they've done from all of those.
Yes! The Hunger Games bad lip reading is really good too.
Yes, the Avengers one. Oh God, Redneck Avengers. Oh, I've seen that too many times. Classic.
One is the best.
Oh, so good.
Oh man.
They're doing that
What
thing.
does your full dress look like? Can you like twirl for us?
Here, hang on.
Okay, but I'm trying to not show my room being like really messy.
Everyone twirl.
Oh wait. Also, I gotta. I don't know how to twirl, you guys. Okay, I have to unplug these because otherwise.
So sparkly.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute.
Beauties.
Beauties. You guys look beautiful. Oh my god.
Thank you. I bought it.
Genuinely text each other and be like, "So what are you wearing to prom?" Did we match?
We did. Yeah.
I like
It was
that
fun.
all 3 of you guys have like really beautiful long dresses, just like.
I bought this for a friend's wedding last December, and it's the only thing that has like any sparkle up top.
I have so many clothes, you guys. I had a friend who had a Zoom birthday party, and the requirement was that you had to dress up like black tie, and I was like, okay, but like, what's the vibe? Because I have options.
Oh my
God. Wow.
Tia is fashion queen.
True. I got this at Ross.
Yes.
Right.
Marina, I didn't see your full dress.
Me? Okay. Here. We'll make this happen. Okay.
Wait, did Tia show hers off already?
Yes, Tia did.
I showed mine off at the same time as you.
Oh, I wasn't looking. Oh, so cute.
I'm sorry, I just assumed yours.
I don't wear this one very often, and I love it.
Yeah.
No, you too.
Great.
Okay,
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Yay.
Okay, we'll finish.
Right.
Who's spinning? They're spinning. I'll spin.
Hey, you guys.
Everybody twirl now.
Right.
Everybody twirl.
Everyone twirl.
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Yes.
So shiny. I love it.
It's just like the end of my normal prom.
Yeah.
Where everybody just like shows off their outfits because you've only been able to see them from the
Not
bottom.
super flattering, but the top part is good.
What was everyone's like slow dance song at their prom? Because I have a weird one.
I don't even remember.
We didn't slow dance.
But the first song I ever slow danced to was in 6th grade, and it was Unchained Melody, which is pretty
Of
cool.
course it was.
So for prom in 2013, my slow dance song was "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing" by Aerosmith.
Great song.
Okay, but was it because of that movie? You know, that one it was in Armageddon.
What one was it in?
Armageddon, you guys, what is happening here?
Oh,
Movie? That movie? Oh, wow.
When was Armageddon? Like in the 90s, wasn't it?
Like 90.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
No.
I wonder.
I think it was like 2000.
It was in the 90s for sure.
I wonder if it like made sense because that would have been like the year that we were born. Was that one?
Hey, thanks. I win again. I win the 90s contest again.
No, it doesn't.
What was it, Tia?
98.
Yeah, that wouldn't have made sense for us.
Serena, was that the year you were born?
No, 95. January 95.
Bebe.
Hey, your
too.
face.
Also,
We're all born in 95. Yeah.
I just found out someone that I know had the same slow dance song for her prom, which is kind of crazy. We were both in Washington.
I don't
That's
know.
weird. Why is that a thing?
Get low.
High schools only play 6 songs.
Weird that in 2013 they played.
2013. Oh my God, that wasn't that long ago. Was it?
It was 7 years ago, which is kind of crazy.
Ah,
As you,
what is time?
I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Over at that time. That's wild. That's crazy.
What'd you say? Okay?
Was done. Lizzie Bennett was over in 2013 at this time.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Had completely aired already.
I didn't start watching it till 15.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was in college. It was junior year of college.
I think I watched Lizzie Bennett like right as it finished, so I was able to like binge the entire thing. That was the first literary web series that I watched.
That was the first web series at all that I watched.
I think it was the first literary web series.
Might have been.
It was the first literary web series that I was in. So.
Followed by the Gorgeous.
Last year, and I was like having a really deep conversation with a friend, but then Uptown Funk came on, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I have to go."
Uptown Funk is so good.
It's
a good song.
It is the best dancing song.
It's a great dancing song.
Yeah.
Your compulsion.
I agree.
Can't keep still. It's so good. So good.
I think I started watching Lizzie Bennett like when it was about halfway through.
I did a rewatch during quarantine.
Oh, is it great?
Holds up. It's great.
I'm sure it is.
All right, sure.
Lizzie Bennett?
Those are the times, you guys.
Those are the days.
Oh my gosh, Sarah and Sinead are going off.
Wait, is Uptown Funk playing right now?
No, it's fine.
Always be my baby.
It's what?
Always be my baby. Mariah.
Oh.
They don't want to be.
Oh, you're on Wannabe?
We accidentally
People are just saying their ages in the chat now, you guys.
Yeah, guys, don't do that.
No, I'm sorry. I think this happened.
Guys are
Yeah.
I always thought I would be young.
Same. So sad.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Wait, Tia, are you
I've
older
been a
than me?
grandmother since I was 13, maybe 11.
I can see that. Checks out.
Yeah. What'd you say, Serena?
Are you older than me or younger than me? You're younger than me, right?
I'm not telling.
Crazy that I'm younger than all of you guys. Smile.
And you're- I'm dating an older woman.
I do know, I don't know if Mary Kate remembers. Mary Kate, you and I once had an audition where we were in the same audition group. For students, yeah. We were going out for the same role and we were brought in the same group of 5.
I do not remember that.
Yeah. It was what I just remember because it was like right after Poe Party as well. And we were like, hey.
I'm sorry. I have the worst memory. I remember the other one where I saw you, but we weren't in the same group.
No. Yeah.
No.
We've seen each other every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
It's always a delight.
It is a delight. It's so fun to see people you know at auditions because they're terrible.
The auditions are terrible.
Yeah.
Not the people.
The people are great.
Sometimes the people are terrible, but not you two.
Not
You're not you terrible. That's not it.
Actually, fun fact, I was just reminded, Sean, my sister actually met you before I did.
Who?
Hold
on, let me pull up
My
live.
sister always watched over my shoulder while I was watching like Kissing in the Rain and Telltale Vlog and stuff. And she saw you in a coffee shop and got a photo with you before I worked on Poe Party and met any of you.
Wow.
Amazing.
Well, tell your sister I said hi and cheers.
I will.
And
Yeah.
cheers.
I will tell
It's
her
very
that
nice
you
to
said
meet
hi
her.
and cheers.
We have 4 minutes left in Shipwrecked Prom.
The next song better be a bop.
It better be a good dancing song.
Oh, I think it will be.
Are you still on Wannabe?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
Okay.
heck yeah. Yes.
It was like,
Yes.
do you
Oh
need to
my
include Wannabe? And I was like,
No,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's just like I only had 45 minutes for the 90s. Like you got to make some brutal cuts.
You gotta have Wannabe.
you gotta have Wannabe.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah.
And guess what? It's on there, so back off.
Next
Let me
one.
know when we start the last song so I can chime in or join in.
No, they probably already started it.
We're already on Say My Name. I think
Yeah, we're on Say My
Okay,
Name.
say my name. It's on.
My name.
Yep, I'm playing now.
All right.
Start it.
Oh, you guys, cranberries.
I know the end of this playlist is like so good, but it's like we're going over. So man,
I have most of the Cranberries albums.
I like to be like, I don't like 90s music, but then
wait, what?
hold on.
You like to be like that?
But then it's like Say My Name, Wannabe, Tearing Up My Heart, Dream.
So good.
Come on.
You
Crush.
like to
Great.
be like I don't like 90s music.
That can't shock me.
That's me in 80s music.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions, but there's quite a few 80s songs I hate.
I feel bad for my dad because my sister was born and was raised in the 80s. And so she loved 80s music. And then he had me much later. And then I fell in love with 80s music and he has never been able to get rid of it.
See, that's my problem with 80s music. It's been on constant replay on the radio since the 80s.
That's true.
And it's the same 20 songs.
Yeah, that's
because that has been even longer if you think about it.
Well, that's true.
It's like me and my dad. For instance, I was born in the late 2000s, and
the late 2000s.
and he was like,
You are 10.
That's it.
You're 11
"Hey,
years old.
Phoebe, closing
I hope-
time was on this playlist until about, I don't know, 2 o'clock today. I had to get this down to 3 hours.
Closing time.
It was
Classic.
a pleasant experience making this playlist.
It wasn't pleasant?
No,
I'm
it
sorry.
wasn't.
I'm
I
so
hated it.
sorry that we're doing this.
Are we gonna get the Sean cut of the playlist later?
No, because I forgot everything that I
Release the facade cut.
Oh god. Topical. Sorry I brought that up.
Fine, just
Is that
dance
a
it up.
Snyder Cut reference?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this playlist won't go on for like 8 hours, so it won't be.
It won't be that.
Snyder Cut.
Excellent.
Oh, this is the best part.
Baby, I love you. I caught on this move for prom.
Oh yeah, we gotta show it up.
What do you call it, Sean?
Is this how we dance? Is this
part.
dancing?
Oh, the shoe part.
What is happening?
This is how you dance in a Zoom. It doesn't really matter if you do anything else. You can't see it.
It's, as we all know, a popular posse move.
She learned it from her prom date.
Like 2 years ago. I mean, it's
I think
fresh.
I think it was 3 years ago.
It checks out.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
What a fun time.
Just happy
This is so great.
This
This
has been
was
so
awesome.
lovely.
Thank you for coming. I know.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, this made me so happy.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. Work.
You're doing.
So then after this, we go to the after party.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to
Yeah,
Dave
yeah.
and Buster's.
Only on that Zoom. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That one you have to wear funny hats and animal onesies though. So
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, can I get a ride?
you know which.
I just like
Oh.
my mom's busy. So
Wow.
like, can someone drive? Can I get a ride with someone to Dave and Buster's?
Our car is all full. It's full of cats.
It's full of cats.
Blood sausage time. Go. Sacrificing to the god of the blood sausage.
I don't know what's happening here. I'm trying to find a funnier. Here we go. How about this? Like that?
Whoa.
Right?
That's great.
Yep. Okay. How about this?
Yes. Go Sarah Sinead.
Not for ending. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
What?
Kim, what is happening?
That's some
I like the weird ones. They're more fun.
Distracted by Sarah and Sinead, but then I looked at Kim.
Right? Let's see.
I can't hear you.
wedding face. Wedding face.
All right, listen, I like to dance, and at weddings, I dance.
She goes like this.
I dance at weddings too.
At weddings, she destroys everything.
Like a little hurricane. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, dance.
Oh god, I forgot I wasn't actually wearing makeup.
Oh man, at the end of this, we gotta like just have a dance party.
Yes.
Like an actual, just we don't need to go out somewhere. We just
Take my earrings out. They're really happy. That part of the night where you're like, things are getting weird. I'm gonna take my earrings out.
Shoes are gone.
You know what?
Earrings are
Kim
gone.
looked like Black Phillip for a second, so like that's the part of the night that we're at.
Every party ends like this for me, so. What are you guys doing with that tinsel?
Whatever they want.
Also, question. Did you guys order these backgrounds for this special, or did you already have this?
We ordered them. We ordered them because we love a theme.
Oh.
I appreciate it.
Prom is important, Kim.
Prom is
I would.
important.
It's true. I just would have definitely believed you if you said you just already had this stuff because, you need it. Why did my music stop? What's happening?
I've never had music. I'm just like dancing, following everybody else.
I was doing that earlier.
Amazing. I love it. I don't know. Spotify just stopped for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the playlist ended.
At 9 o'clock. It was like, that's it, Kim. No more
It's like
music video.
Cutting you off. It's been long enough.
You've had enough.
Are we still streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Good. We were streaming anymore.
I mean, I wasn't sure, but I was like, this is fine.
That's great.
Yeah.
Part where our parents have to come get us. We're like,
Oh, you guys. Someone says I'm living deliciously. Oh, because I had the horns. Okay. Yeah.
Heck, when we were filming that one and Sean was doing the voice wandering around the house.
Oh my God.
I wasn't sure whether or not that was for real. I wasn't sure until we started rolling on Sean's coverage.
so for real.
It was entirely possible. He was just walking around doing voices. But it was amazing.
You were also wearing the horns for the entire day.
Yeah, that was unnecessary and weird.
No, but also it was pretty necessary if you think about it. I did go to get lunch for everyone, and I was not wearing the horns then.
Yeah,
Like that.
put them back on when you came back, though.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah. It's a nice town. It's a nice little neighborhood, though. I didn't want to.
They do seem like the kind of town that would run you out with pitchforks and torches.
Or start worshiping me, honestly.
Right, yeah. It's fun.
That's true. Hard to say.
Sometimes, man.
All right. This has been a prom to remember.
That's our official theme.
Prom to remember.
That's it. Specifically a prom to remember.
Yeah.
Might be alive to remember.
Life to remember.
Thanks, you guys, for joining.
All right.
Thank you.
This was awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy prom.
Happy prom.
Have a good summer.
Have a good summer. See you in September.
Yeah.
I guess.
Can't believe we're gonna be seniors.
I can't believe it.